Up the Villa School Gaming. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live stream. So, thank you for everyone that has joined. I'm not really sure how many people are in the chat, but up the Villa. Looking forward to this one. What do you think of? I want to hear what you think of the team, Corey. Let's have a chat about the team. What do you think, mate?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Obviously, first big call is there's no Martinez in the starting 11. I presume that's obviously going to be a case of we've got obviously Newcastle first game, and if Martinez is there, we won't see Martinez playing. So it's about getting Bizzot up to speed. Other than that, it's interesting. Obviously, looks like Bogart's going to be playing centre back as well. Me and Ben have actually just done a video where we've done a lone keep Sal, and we had a little chat about Bogart. So make sure to watch that video to see what we said about that. But it'll be interesting to see how he performs as well, playing in his more natural position. But yeah, it looks a solid team. It's his pre-season team. There's a few different players. Buendia's in there, which I was surprised about. I think obviously me and you spoke about this off stream. We think it's probably going to be due to trying to sort of push his transfer value up a bit if he has a good game. But Ben, your thoughts?
A bit disappointed not to see the three at the back formation tested tonight, but tried and tested, isn't it? 4-2-3-1 formation. I'm looking forward to seeing Tielemans and Kamara back in the midfield together. I think we all love seeing them two play together, don't we? And also, the big one for me, seeing Daniel Marlon on that pitch. Can't wait to see Daniel Marlon.
Yeah, I mean, again, another one we spoke about in the Lone Keys. I'm a massive advocate for Daniel Marlon. I think he's a terrific player. I think he's a player who is going to have a lot of value to us this year, especially in the Europa League. So yeah, it'll be exciting.
What do we all reckon the score's going to be? Let us know in the comment section. I am going to go for. It's hard to predict, isn't it? Pre-season. Ultimately, it means absolutely nothing, does it? Sorry, school game, and you're showing us the game. And we can't show the game, mate. Unfortunately, YouTube copyright laws, we would literally get our account taken down automatically. So we'll have the game on. We'll be watching it, and we'll just talk through what's going on. And to be fair, you might hear the game through Corey's screen as well. So we'll say that's all we'll be doing. We'll be watching it and updating you how we're getting on. So yeah, where was we? Sorry.
If you do want to watch the game, by the way, school game, and if you do have a membership at Villa, you can watch it on Villa TV for free. If not, I believe it's $5.99. Obviously, I'm not going to... This is no advertisement for Villa before anyone says anything. We're not trying to get any money, but I think it's $5.99 to watch the game itself. So if you wanted to watch it along with us at the same time, feel free to do that.
So, what do you think for 2-1 Villa? I'd take it, mate. I would definitely take it. I think the main thing is just the minutes in the players' legs. I think the Martinez one. Do we read into that? Because I don't know. I know what you're saying about obviously Bizzot playing, which is a fair statement to make. To be fair, mate, but I still think there's a potential that we could see him leave the football club.
I think, to be honest with you, I wouldn't read too much into it. I think if he doesn't come on at half time and Gauchi plays, then it'd probably be something to read into a little bit more. But I think obviously with the news of Chevalier potentially going to PSG, now we spoke about it obviously on the loan sale. You'd hope Villa would have other options. My personal opinion, Chevalier was the only keeper that I looked at and thought I'd be happy with him as a replacement for Martinez. Obviously, Emery's going to have his own sort of opinions and things like that. I personally don't think he'll be going anywhere now, especially with the Chevalier news. But again, it'll be interesting. I think today could be a sort of sign of what we can expect. If he doesn't come on, it'd be interesting. If he does come on, I probably presume that would mean he is going to be our number one. We're just trying to get Bizzot up to speed.
I think it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because obviously we're all aware of our current situation with squad cost ratio, squad cost rules, whatever. SCR. Let's just put it that way. We're all aware that we need to reduce our wage structure. So obviously someone is going to have to go. Otherwise, we run the risk of potentially the further fines, banned from European football. The club are not going to allow that to happen. Obviously, we've got players like Leander Dendonki that we need to move on. There is obviously other fringe players like Alex Moreno. getting them gone is easier said than done. Just wondering, are you going to show us the game? We're just going to be commentating over it, Geordie. Unfortunately, due to YouTube copyright law, we can't show the game. I really wish we could. If you do want to watch it, it's over on Villa TV, $5.99, or if you are a member, it's free of charge on there, so you can watch it over there, pal, if you are a member. I'm looking forward to seeing Bogard as well. I know he's not predominantly a centre half, but I'm looking forward to seeing him on the pitch. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah, I think Bogard's going to be an interesting one. We spoke about, as I say, please do go and watch the Keep Low and Sal video because we've gone into a lot of detail. I'll do a brief sort of thing of what we said about Bogard. Both me and Ben have said we do think that it's going to be a big season for him. We think he's going to get a lot more minutes. Potentially, it could come as centre-back. We don't know. Obviously, if we do switch to a 3 at the back, he might be someone who comes in and plays there as the right-sided centre-back just to give Konza a rest maybe in certain games, or he could come on for the last 15 minutes and do the Barkley role at the number 6, which is obviously his preferred position. But it will be interesting. School game we need to sell to buy. It does seem that way. I don't think PSR is too much of an issue. I just think it's a case of, as Ben said, SCR with wages. I don't think it's necessarily the fact of we have to sell people to then buy people in. I think it's more the fact that we're having to sell people to get the wages off the books, because obviously there's talks of Luca Digne signing a new contract, which if he does, hopefully it's for reduced wages. I know I read somewhere, I'm hoping it's true, but I can't say for certain, that the Tyrone Mings deal, he took a 50% pay cut from what I read, which if that's the case, that just speaks volumes of the man that Tyrone Mings is. I don't think it'll be the same for Digne, but I think, is he 120 grand a week, is it, Ben?
Yeah, it's around that mark. Obviously, it has come out in recent, hasn't it, that we are looking at entering contract negotiations with Luca Dean. Jacob Tanswell broke the news, didn't he? So it will be interesting to see if he does sign on for another year, because if he signs on for another year, he's 100% taking a pay cut. Yeah. The one that would interest me is someone like, your John McGinns. He's been at the club through thick and thin. The Villa have looked after him for so long. He's only got 2 years left on his deal. Would McGinn look at taking a pay cut to stay for an extra season? Because I'd take McGinn for an extra season on top of the 2 that he's got. If he was to take a reduced wage, that's another option potentially.
How do you feel about Watkins being linked away? Obviously, we've said he's not for sale, but if the right offer comes in, I don't see why we wouldn't sell. Me and Ben spoke about this. I think, obviously, if the money comes in, I completely understand the reason for selling him. But, and Ben said this in the video, and we'll keep reiterating it, who do you get in now? Because if Isak goes from Newcastle, Sesko's likely going to go there. If, obviously, Gyökeres has gone to Arsenal now, Ekitike's gone to Liverpool, so slowly the quality of strikers is running down. I think Marlon, for me, could do a decent job, but we don't want to rely on just having one striker. We want to be able to have sort of someone. So I completely understand where you're coming from, and I do think if the right money was there at the start of the window, potentially I would have said yes, but with there only being 2-3 weeks till the end of the season, start of the season, sorry, it'd be a big risk now. You're right, Joshua, lad, how you doing? And also, up the Villa from the stands.
Yeah, all good, Josh. Thank you very much, mate. How are you? Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the season kicking off now, to be honest with you. I just kind of want our squad to kind of take the shape that it is, and I feel like we do have a bit of work to do. How we're going to get around that is very questionable. As for the Watkins piece, I reiterate your stand on it, to be honest with you. At this point, I don't see Ollie Watkins going anywhere, because, to replace him, it's going to take a big fee, and who that person is I couldn't tell you. I know there's obviously been links to Samu. I don't personally see that one being. Is he guaranteed to give you more than what Watkins is giving us at the moment? Is he going to fit directly into Emery's system better than what Ollie Watkins is at the moment? It's a big risk. It's a real big risk. I think ultimately at the moment we just we need to have a bit of stability, and the likes of Watkins, Tielemans, Kamara, Ezri Konsa, absolutely imperative to keep them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The bench tonight is actually insane. Yeah, it's very, very, very strong. It is strong, as it should be, really, when you've got so many players on the bench, and we've got pretty much a full side. There's a few missing, obviously, but no one of note other than So Barkley, Garcia, Alex Moreno, Zeppi Redmond, Dendonka and Dobbin aren't in the squad, so, who have travelled. Apparently Ross Barkley has an injury, so that's an interesting one.
Where do you think we need to improve? I think, listen, I know Ben straight away is going to be gunning for one man in particular. I think we all know right back's definitely somewhere we are going to have to improve. I personally, this is what makes podcasts and stuff so brilliant, is you do have two different opinions. I personally don't mind Matty Cash, and I think if we do switch to a 5-back formation, it could benefit him. But I do think we need someone stronger in that position. He does make far too many mistakes. Personally, I think Oshan coming in is a good idea. I would like maybe another centre-back, preferably a right-sided centre-back, just to back up Konza. Improvement-wise, I don't think, as silly as it sounds, I don't think we need too much to improve us. I think there's right-back's the only real position I think we need to improve. I think there's a lot of positions we need sort of backup for, just to improve that. So, for example, Watkins, I wouldn't mind another striker of a decent quality that we can bring off the bench, which again could be Marlon, but we would like to see Marlon starting games.
Yeah, no, I agree. Personally, I think that right wing area is my biggest concern. I know Bailey was fantastic in that season when we got Champions League football, but unfortunately we never seen it last season, and it felt like we were playing at times without a right winger. So I really do think we need to go and get a decent right winger.
Do you think we even need to sign anyone? Because I think we proved our squad is enough, and if we don't sell in larger amounts, I don't see where we would need to buy and any reason to buy anyone. It's a great point, Geordie. Again, we spoke on the previous podcast. I spoke about it in terms of with like Newcastle's window and stuff. The one thing that you can say about Villa, obviously SCR and stuff, wages is a bit of a worry, but the one thing you can say about us is the way we've actually built a squad has been unbelievable. A lot of people are worried because we've not signed anyone. At the end of the day, this squad that we have at the moment, if we keep everyone, if Martinez doesn't go, Kamara's obviously not going now, if Watkins doesn't go, this is the exact same squad, bar maybe a couple of players who have got us into Europe the last few seasons, and the same squad that got us Champions League football. So quality-wise, as I say, I don't think there's much improvements needed. I think it's more about just making the backups a bit stronger, and then obviously there are going to be, if the opportunity comes where we can improve someone, Villa will take that opportunity. And I think that's why we're seeing such little movement. Emery says it himself, and Monchi said, we don't just sign anyone anymore. It's not like the old days where we get a Borja Baston in for no reason.
Oh, this is an interesting one. So, School Gaming says, what do you think about the Garnacho situation? I would take him. I really would take Garnacho. I think Garnacho would be a fantastic signing. I think he's got a lot of ability. I think he's definitely not the finished article. There is obviously a few concerns around potentially about his attitude. But again, if Unai Emery is the manager that is going to be moulding that guy's career, he has done it time and time again where he's improved players. I think if Unai Emery got Garnacho in his hands, he would turn him into a superstar. I really do. What about you, School Game? What do you think? And Corey, let me know what you think, pal.
Yeah, definitely. Interesting. Quick, School Gamer, is it the Garnacho situation in terms of us being linked with him, or are you referring to the Rashford sort of incident for earlier in the season, that sort of thing? I think obviously both link hand in hand. For me personally, similar to Ben, I think under the right management, which is Unai Emery, he could become a phenomenal player and reach his potential. My only concern with Garnacho is I don't want him to think that Villa are beneath him. In terms of, we know he's got a bit of an attitude problem. I don't want him to think of Villa as a stepping stone, because I've said this actually on a previous sort of podcast. If we can get Garnacho hitting that potential that everyone says he's got, he could be sort of linked perfect. So he could potentially be the face of Aston Villa for many years to come, because he's 22 years old, 21. So if he works hard and does what he wants to, then listen, at the end of the day, whoever Emery signs, I'm happy with. I think that's one thing Villa fans will echo.
If you are new to the channel and you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, by the way. We are 10 minutes to kick off the first of our US tour. I really wish I could have got out there this year, unfortunately. I've not been able to. I've got a young child at home, so it was definitely out of reach. But I'm really jealous of all the Villa fans that are over there. So we have a comment from Josh who said we need a left wing in my opinion. Let's get it on the screen actually so everyone else can read it. We need a left wing in my opinion, and Garnacho can develop under Unai Emery. Rodgers needs to be central, and Ramsey could potentially leave. I don't think Ramsey should leave at this point personally. I think it would be silly for Villa because his stocks are quite low at this point. But in the future, I definitely do think it is something that Villa could entertain because of him being a homegrown talent. And as for Rodgers playing central, Josh, I am 100% on board with what you're saying, mate. I do agree. Rodgers he looked a shell of himself towards the end of the season playing out on the right, and he still got goals and assists from there, but it wasn't quite the same Morgan Rodgers that we know and love. That would be my opinion on that.
Yeah, I think one thing I'm hoping for this season is obviously, listen, if you watch the YouTube channel, I'm a massive Jacob Ramsey fan. I love Jacob Ramsey. I'm a big advocate of his. And I'm really wanting him to come good again like he did in that season a couple seasons ago before his injury. I do think, obviously, as Ben said, Rodgers, when he moved sort of to the right, it wasn't his best position. He was still getting numbers, he was still getting assists and goals, but he did seem limited in what he could do. I do also think that came down to tiredness, which again, I'm hoping this season Emery caters for Rodgers well and sort of can use Ramsey as well to bring him in and perform, because the one thing with Rodgers was you could see how tired he was and you could just see progressively getting worse and worse, and it was almost frustrating watching it. Like I've never been annoyed at Emery, but it was just getting frustrating watching Rodgers and thinking he needs to be coming off at half time and playing for an extra 30-40 minutes where he was getting more tired and just not doing much. So yeah.
Next comment's from Geordie. As much as I believe technically and as a footballer, Mason Greenwood is an absolutely phenomenal footballer. He's got absolutely everything. He's probably one of the most brutal finishers of a footballer I've ever seen. That would be a PR disaster for Aston Villa to even think about going near that. So I will have to decline that one, mate. Unfortunately, we're not here to agree with everyone, so that'll be my. I'll definitely disagree with that one. Oh, mental! We are watching this through the Villa TV section, mate, because obviously, if you remember, you get it for free. If you're not, then it's £5.99 if you do want to pay for it. But we are going to be talking through the game as it happens and giving you guys updates how it goes and just having a good chat with you all about the mighty Villa, the team that we all love.
I know we're not selling Rodgers, but if a big offer comes in, how much would it need to be? For me personally, it would have to be 90 plus. Funnily enough, I've actually said this to Ben before. I said it last game of the season, and it's a very controversial opinion I have of Morgan Rodgers. I love him, and I think he's a brilliant player. But the one thing he isn't is he's not a Villa fan. He's got no allegiances to Villa. He's actually quite the opposite. He's a West Brom and Man United fan. He said it in an interview himself. So I do wonder how easily his head would be turned. I understand he's having a good time at Villa and he seems to like Villa at the moment, which is great. I do think if interest comes in from elsewhere, where does that take him? Obviously, the Chelsea thing, for me, I think the only reason he'd go to Chelsea is for Cole Palmer. I don't think he'd be going because he thinks they're a step above us. Obviously, this season they are above us in terms of they've got Champions League football, we haven't. I don't necessarily think Chelsea are a step above us in terms of quality and stuff. Obviously, they've made a lot of signings, but it's an interesting one. I think anything above 90, we'd have to entertain it. We'd be stupid not to.
I would say he's potentially £100 million footballer again.
Yeah.
As we got rid of Grealish, it's what he's worth to the football club at the end of the day. It's not what he's actually worth. The only thing I would say is similar to Grealish is basically Morgan Rodgers will be a pure bookable profit talent because obviously that small fee that we did pay, which I think rose to 15 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was around 8, rising to 15. I think that was about it. So effectively, that will all be paid off now. So everything will be pure profit on our finances. So But I still think he's just got absolutely everything. And if he was to go to the World Cup and play for England, the World Cup next year, and play well for England as well, that's just going to make his fee skyrocket. So for me, I would say he's potentially our next £100 million player that could leave Aston Villa. Don't want him to though, but I'll make that very clear. I'm a big advocate for Morgan Rogers, and I think he's a phenomenal footballer, and there's not many footballers like him in the world that can pick the ball up and carry the ball like he does.
I agree. Question for you guys in the chat. What are we looking for in this game? Like, what do we want to see? I think the one thing from my perspective is I'd like to see some goals. Obviously, I know the first couple of games we haven't had, Watkins, Marlon, people like that playing. So the only goal we've really had is Jacob Ramsey's goal. But I think that's something we'll need to see. We need to see the attacking threat, see where we're going to be in good stead in that sense for this season. Ben, I don't know about yourself, if there's anything in particular you're looking for.
It's hard with pre-season, isn't it? Yeah. For me, I just want everyone to come through it unscathed, no injuries, because obviously the last US tour we had the disaster of the Buendia one, no injuries, and just the guys to get a good run in their legs. To be honest with you, it could be a challenging tie. I haven't actually looked at the Frankfurt team, to be fair, which is unlike me. I will probably have a quick look at that now. Obviously they lost Ekatike, didn't they? So.
I'm not going to say I know a lot of them. I know Robin Cox playing, who...
The old Leeds boy.
He's actually turned into a very good defender since leaving Leeds, like a lot of players do. Sorry if there's any Leeds fans watching this. But there's not many players that I do recognise, if I'm being honest.
Christ, that Michy Batshuayi on the bench.
Oh, is Batshuayi there?
Yeah, he's on the bench, yeah. He's shitty, isn't he?
Can we actually... Yeah, that would be a good
of course
start.
we can.
Although saying that, Josh, was it our... It was our Champions League season, wasn't it, where we didn't win a single game pre-season? I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we didn't win a single game in that pre-season. We drew with Walsall. I'm pretty sure we just drew.
Ultimately it means nothing, doesn't it? Win, loss, draw. As long as the players get the minutes in their legs and we don't get any unnecessary injuries, that's all that matters, isn't it? You got 3 minute warning, guys, till kick-off. So with it being a late one, we're going to be up till quite late. Make sure to go and get a coffee, get ready for the game, because it's going to be a late one, unfortunately. Guys, if you've got any questions for me and Cory, make sure to drop them in the chat. We'd love to entertain your questions and have a chat with you.
We beat Bilbao. Apologies. Was a while ago. Thank you for correcting me though, Josh. Also, whilst we're here, if you've come from the TikTok, great. If you've not come from the TikTok, go over and follow our TikTok. We are doing a giveaway currently as well, so go over and enter yourself into that. You do need to be subscribed to the page here to join that, so make sure you're doing that.
I want to hear from you all. What do you all think of the new Villa merchandise that's been dropped? The leaks, the Adidas Originals Aston Villa collection. If you haven't seen it, go over to my TikTok. I did a video on it on BM Talks Ball. Very nice gear. Can't wait to buy some of it. Want to see some younger players. Who do you want to see specifically? School Gaming. Is there anyone in particular you're all looking to see? I was at the Bilbao game actually, Josh. That was the one at Walsall, wasn't it? I remember because Jack, what's his name now? You got the brothers Williams, the Williams brothers. Iñaki played, but Nico Williams weren't in the squad. It was after when Spain won the World the Euro. Sorry. When Spain battered, when they pissed the Euros final when they beat us. So, unfortunately, yeah, Nicky, that was at that game. It was a bit of a shit game, to be honest with you. Wasn't Lazio 23-24? No, I'm not quite sure. I've got to be honest with you. Finley, to watch it, mate, it is available on Aston Villa's website on our Villa TV. If you are a member, it's free of charge, so head over to there. If you're not, then it is £5.99. But I'm not really going to be telling you to pay it or not. That's up to you, pal. If you want to pay it, we'll be talking through the game. Oh, it is about to kick off, so let's get the game on.
One player I am looking forward to seeing when we're saying about youngsters and stuff is, especially this season, we spoke about Bogard, but also Jamal Aloba. He seems a real quality player, so hopefully he'll be a decent player. Anybody who is tuned into the live stream, I wouldn't worry too much about it kicking off. They're still just showing the roads and stuff at the moment, so they've only just gone in from the pre-match warm-up as well by the looks of it, so it could be another 10 minutes or so, I imagine. But
Give me a minute, guys. I'm just trying to log back into the Villa website, because for some reason it's having a bit of a fit on me. It's unlike the Villa website to not play ball. That's one thing that I really wish the club would upgrade on the website and the ticketing system.
also, guys, obviously, is there a German flag on your screen? No, at the moment it's showing Frankfurt on my screen. It's just showing when they're founded, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, actually, for some reason, it's showing something again that I've already watched. So let me just reload the page.
I think I'm gonna have to tune into it on my phone, because unfortunately, the laptop, it's been really strange. It's got the top right hand corner where you click to log in. I'm already logged in, and it says log in again. And when I click on it, it says you're already logged in. But when I go to click on the not to bore you all, but when I go to click on the Frankfurt game, for some reason it's not letting me.
Anybody who's asking about screens, that's what mine's showing at the moment. And then it's just gone to Watkins, but I've already watched this bit. This bit was about 5 minutes ago, so I'm a bit confused as to what's going on there. I might have to do similar to Ben, actually, and try again. And say it's not like Villa's page. Interesting question for you guys. Go on, sorry, Ben.
I was just going to say, there's always going to be hiccups, isn't there?
Yeah. Whereabouts is everyone watching from as well? That'd be interesting to know. Is there any sort of
there we go.
American villains that are watching it? Is there any German people watching? Any German Villa fans?
Villa fans, let me know in the comment section. I've obviously got the game up on my phone. I'm more than happy to play it a little bit louder if you do want to hear the commentary. Just let me know in the comment section and I'll do that. Which means you probably have to mute yours, unfortunately, mate.
I can't get it up at the moment, so.
Well, it's just on the looking at the stadium now. It looks a nice little stadium, to be fair. Josh is behind. Yeah, I'm literally. It's just looking at the stadium. They're going to get. Do you know what it is? It's the American games that they are literally all like this, aren't they? That when you play, like, I'm not even just on about like pre-season games. Like, I'm talking about, like, the FIFA Club World Cup. Sometimes they were kicking off a little bit later. The MLS games, they always, if it's like 12 o'clock kick-off, it'll always kick off a little bit later. Josh is on the old stream. Fair play, pal. I think the players are coming out, guys. They are coming out. I can see them. Can you hear my?
Yeah.
Hear that?
Yeah, yours.
Is it loud?
Not loud, but it's. Is
it okay?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be too loud.
Very nice. Good. Can everyone else hear it?
I'm not really sure how to check how many people are in the chat, to be honest with you.
There is.
Yeah, the players are on the pitch now, lining up, so we are about to get underway, guys.
10 people watching with us at the moment.
Hopefully that Aston Villa will get the game back underway as soon as possible, because everyone's blank screen at the moment.
Right.
It could be very, very long here.
Give me 2 minutes.
So it's Villa in Clanton blue for the first time this pre-season, and Eintracht Frankfurt all in white, making their way out onto the
No,
field.
join Ben on the
and again, just a recap of
on the old phone, unfortunately.
No real familiar names in there tonight. Trapp Cock did play for Leeds United briefly. Christensen, Menda, Nkunku, Larson, Aronson, Uzun, Wahi, Knauf and Jaibi completing their lineup. Dino Topmuller is their coach. Did play for Manchester City, or was at Manchester City 2001. Didn't actually make any appearances, but he was a midfielder in his time, mostly at Eintracht Frankfurt. Appointed manager in 2023, and he's named, his first name's Dino, after the Italian goalkeeper Dino Zoff. A recap of the Villa side, with Bizot in goal, Mings and Bogart the centre-half pairings, Dean on the left-hand side, Cash on the right, Tielemans, Kamara, Ramsey I'm guessing would be left, Marlon right with Buendia behind, Ollie Watkins. That's the way we'd expect it to be. But, Emery does throw one or two things in.
Don't know if you want to answer that question, Ben.
Yeah, I was thinking as well, maybe he'd be tweaking his tactics this season.
I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or the camera, to be honest with you. Let me just try and disconnect this camera, because I think it might be the camera.
I like it as well. Looking to do something different.
Let me try and change the camera.
Ollie Watkins making those runs into the channels.
Don't know how that's going to work.
We saw a lot more of that.
How's that?
That's better, I think.
Do you know what it is? It's because I need to download the streaming software that we use. I need to download the actual app for it.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can't really do that at the moment because the camera that I've got is a 4K quality camera, so it shouldn't be bad. But unfortunately, for some reason, it just is bad, which is really annoying. So I think we'll just revert to that camera for now. How you doing, pal? You alright?
Good on the iPad now. How you doing, pal? You okay?
Nightmare here. I've had to go and grab my laptop charger. It's the first time since we've been doing these streams I've had to get my charger.
Buendia back in the current blue shirt wearing number 10.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he gets on actually.
Right. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there.
We're off, guys.
Got on Labour cues.
There we go.
I think he played pretty much most of the time he was there.
Yeah, and he made 11 appearances.
I'm nowhere to be seen because I'm just plodding around my kitchen. There we go. We're here. Up the villa. Up the villa. I was just trying to sort out my charger. That's why I weren't reading. Oi Ben, what is that? It's fake. It's not. It's one of the remakes. Obviously, you can get it from the Villa shop, mate.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to not read the chat. I was just checking my. I've been setting up the game on the iPad, so I was just checking that was okay. What was it you said? Sorry. Why does he keep walking off? He's just getting his charger by the looks of it.
Yeah, I had to get my charger sorted, unfortunately. For some reason, my laptop has died really quickly today. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, that's not anything bad. I am getting a new laptop actually in about 3 weeks' time, so that'll be beneficial. Oh, they're down. They're down on the left. Good ball in as well. To be fair, chance. Oh, he's absolutely fluffed that in. Christ, half a chance there for Frankfurt. Got down the left-hand side really easy down. I don't know where Matty Cash was. I'll have to try and see a replay if it lets us. But Cash was nowhere to be seen. Lovely ball in. My Wi-Fi is bugging. It's really annoying.
I presume it's probably because your laptop's low battery.
Is it still doing it?
I think it's just the camera, to be fair.
I've changed the camera as well. It's really annoying. It's probably going to be like this now until I get my new laptop, to be honest with you, which is really annoying. So then when I get that, I can. Do you know on yours? Do you do yours through the internet site, or have you downloaded the app for it on your laptop?
Mine's on the internet site, on the website.
Don't know. Really annoying. Daniel Marlin's just been fouled. the camera bugs and sometimes we can't hear you. This is really. I do apologise, guys. I do aim to provide the best service I possibly can, but unfortunately, technical problems. Unfortunately, I will look at getting that sorted within the near future. I'm buying a new laptop within a few weeks, so hopefully that assists. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Villa win. We're in down the left, Jacob Ramsey. That's been cut out.
Just to clear up as well, guys, obviously this is the first live stream we have done. So obviously if there is any sort of problems or anything, hopefully we can sort that for the next time we do one. We won't be doing, well, I know I won't be, I don't think Ben will be. We definitely won't be doing one for the St. Louis game. Because that's, that's at 1:30 in the morning on Thursday morning. So we won't be doing that as we've both got jobs. And then we also probably won't be doing the Nashville game either, which again is a 1 o'clock in the morning one.
Is that Sunday. In the week or?
It's on Sunday.
Yeah, no, probably not, unfortunately. Up the Villa School gaming.
It's another bad foul there by Frankfurt player. Couple of late challenges by Frankfurt players, which I'm not a fan of.
That's again a big problem though with pre-season, isn't it? Because a lot of players are getting up to speed. The legs aren't as sharp as what they usually are. So you do see a few late challenges going in. Oh, Yuri Tillemans. What? Oh, nearly a beautiful ball there by Tillemans. Buendia's on the ball. Oh, Yuri Tillemans is such a good footballer, isn't he? How much do you think the team is worth? Christ. I'd be going into it's got to be close to, I don't know. That's a real interesting question. I'd sit there and calculate each individual player off the top of my head. I couldn't really give you a figure, to be honest with you. Oh, they're in here. Boubacar Kamara cuts it out.
I think, yeah, looking at the sort of team worth, we've probably got two. If we're doing our strongest 11, we've probably got two players that are £100 million players in Kamara and Rodgers. You've then got Watkins and Tielemans, who are probably your 60 to 70 million pound mark. Martinez pushing 40.
This is top end, by the way. If we was to get the best, probably the best fees for them.
The difficulty is as well is obviously, as we've said, it's value to Villa. For me personally, someone like Ezri Konsa, who doesn't get his flowers, I'd say if we were to sell Ezri Konsa, I'd want at least 60 million for him.
And the rest, mate, because ultimately it's what he means to Aston Villa Football Club as well. It's corner to Frankfurt.
Proper friendly game. This just very much end to end.
It's deflected off Kamara. It's been playing at quite a high intensity, isn't it?
Yeah.
The opening stages of the game, that is.
This should be an interesting one. We famous last words, but obviously we only conceded from one corner last season, so
that's because we got Austin mixed sauce.
We've not conceded from that one. Boubacar Kamara.
Good old Austin, man. What a bloke. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to drop us a subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. We do really appreciate all the support that we get from you guys. That's gone straight out of play. So Villa are in possession of the ball from a throw-in, and Luca Dean will take it.
So there's nothing really to highlight so far, guys. Tielemans, to be fair, some silky stuff by him, just one touch, and then some nice passing. Kamara's been everywhere.
Commentator's curse.
Lost the ball there.
Typical that is. It's always the way, isn't it? Lamar Bogard. Why are you putting your foot in there? So players running away from the box, and Lamar Bogard's kind of left his foot in. I don't know why he was running away from goal. He had no danger. It was a silly foul, to be honest with you. Type of foul happening in the Premier League. Be a bit disappointed. Oh, they've got a chance here. And it's cut out by Matty Cash, I believe. Is that Bogard there? Pick the ball up then on the edge of the box. Look at Kamara. Kamara in it. I can see his number now. He's so cool in possession, isn't he, Kamara?
Their lines.
If any of you are watching the game, let us know what you think so far, please. Drop us a comment. We'd love to discuss it with you.
Cash was looking for the foul to come in. I think there was one before that.
And also, if you've got any recommendations to us to how we can improve our live stream and improve our watch longs, let us know again in the comment section, because all that we want to do is keep improving as a channel and give you guys the best possible content that we can provide. Chance here. Oh, it's a poor ball, that is.
The interception back out to Watkins.
His left foot though, weren't it?
Ramsey in support.
Watkins out to Kamara. That's a lovely ball by Kamara.
On of Luca Digne.
Dean, chance. Oh my God, Marlon, how has he not scored?
Still vote for Aston Villa, but
Oh,
it's
dear.
clear there's too many white shirts.
How's he not scored that? It's come to Marlon at the... Yeah, why take it first time? It's come to him at the back post, and he literally just has to take it first time into an empty net, and he's tried to take a touch. It's pretty poor by Daniel Marlon, that, in my opinion.
Nice ball by Mings there.
Was that Luca Digne played the cross then, wasn't it? It was a lovely cross, that was. Tyron Mings.
I think he was actually, I mean, I could be wrong on this, but it wouldn't surprise me if it is right. I think he was statistically the best crosser in the league last season, Luca Digne.
Well, he's always had brilliant,
Yeah.
absolute wonder for left foot, hasn't he? Oh, Ollie Watkins on the ball now. Back to Mateusz Kasowska.
Also, guys, I'd love to hear your comments on Bib Kamara's haircut as well. An interesting style he's got going on. He's got his afro, seems to have it tied up in some sort of weird Keira Knightley style ponytail.
I don't care how he has his hair as long as he does the business on the pitch for Aston Villa. What a pass that is by Tielemans. Oh, that was nearly fucking beautiful football, that was. Sorry for my French.
That was brilliant by Buendia as well, to be fair.
Yeah, it was.
Wait on the pass, like you say.
Was that ball into Buendia cut the line? Ridiculous pass.
Is that Bizzett who played that?
No, well, no, because I think I gotta be honest with you. Looking back, I'm not 100% sure who played the pass, but it was definitely an outfield player. An outfield played it in through the gap to Buendia, and then Buendia played the pass towards Watkins, wasn't it?
I think it was Buendia to Tielemans to Watkins.
That's it. Okay, sorry, that was the pass I was on about, the Buendia pass.
Okay, I thought you meant the one into Buendia.
No. It is late, so we can all make mistakes. This is even later for me, mate. When you're trying to do this kind of thing, when you've got you're on limited sleep anyway, when you've got a 1-year-old baby, it's very challenging. I'll probably I'll be on about 4 hours sleep tomorrow. But you know what, guys? It's all worth it. You know why? Because watching the mighty Villa up the Villa. Is that on the ball there? Is it? Yeah. Oh, unless he might be offside. Yeah. No, he's on. Go on. Get at him. Chance. Goal. Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
Up the Villa.
There we go.
Daniel Marlon down the right wing. Yeah, it was. You know what? It's quite funny because me and you spoke about Kamara's passing ability and how underrated it is, and it doesn't get spoken about enough. I'm sure. Let's just double check it was Kamara before we both make ourselves look a pair of twats. I think it was Kamara.
I mean, it's either Kamara or Tielemans. I can't tell from the.
It didn't really show a lot of the. I'm sure it was Kamara. But he's rapid, isn't he, Daniel Marlon?
Yeah.
How many up the Villas can we get in the chat, guys, for that goal from Ollie Watkins? 1-0 Aston Villa Football Club. Well, there's not going to be any VAR in this friendlies, is there? So I thought it was tight though. He looked like he strayed a little bit. Well, we've got a goal anyway, so that's a positive.
It's the first of the pre-season for Ollie Watkins as well. He's always good. It's good to see him get off the mark. I think that's the sort of link-up that we could potentially see a lot of this season, as well as Marlon and Watkins, hopefully.
Well, do you know what's really pleasing? Seeing Daniel Marlon on that right wing, because if he does, if he's going to play there, do we need a right winger as much as we think we do?
I think it's more the left that we need, if anything.
We don't really play with an out-and-out left winger, though, do we? Oh, we're gone.
Chance for Marlon. Offside there by Watkins.
Yeah. So playing some nice stuff, you know. We seem to have settled into it a bit now. Where do we all think we're going to finish in the league this year? Let us know in the comment section. Where do you think?
I think we'll finish 6th again, but I think we'll win Europa League.
I would agree. To be honest with you, I don't see a world in where we finish any lower than 7th with Unai Emery. He'll get us European football. Tielemans is just such a lovely footballer, isn't he?
So silky. Everyone in the chat, who are you most worried about this season in terms of teams that you've seen signings wise? It's someone like Chelsea, the players they've made. Are you worried about Spurs potentially now with Kudus coming in? I think myself and Ben have spoke about it. I'm not too concerned about those sort of teams because they've still got a long way to go. But it'll be an interesting one to say the least. Brilliant by Buendia there.
He's an interesting one, isn't he? Buendia.
They always do that.
Definitely.
Kiss the death. Keep in possession and then they give the ball away.
Surely they're looking to sell him. They're looking to move him on. But is there a world where they potentially could keep him? Oh, nearly a goal there.
It is an interesting one. As you say, I can see him staying, but I just don't know if he stays, does he play much of a part?
Instead of having a strike on goal, could have maybe gone with his head. First little bit of danger, I think.
So, Geordie, do you reckon a domestic double then potentially?
To be honest, I just want to see us win something now. To be honest with you.
I mean, I'm at an age.
Villa. Oh, we're in. Come on, Cash. It's been forced a bit wide. To be fair, got loads of bodies forward though. What is that pass? He's fucking shitties. Sorry guys, I just he's fucking useless. They're in on the counter. Boubacar Kamara.
To be honest with you, I am hoping that Frankfurt get a few shots away. I want to see what Bizot's like. I've seen some good clips of him. I've seen that he seems to be a decent keeper, so it'd be interesting just to see that as well. Yeah, touching on obviously what you said about winning trophies, Ben. Obviously, I'm not going to ask people their age, but I'm at an age where I've never seen Villa win anything, so that's something I want more than anything. Just to be able to see us win a trophy. Hopefully, it's the Europa League, but Carabao Cup, FA Cup, whatever, just something.
Yeah, we're both in the same boat, mate. Sad. I'm a bit older than you, but and we have won stuff in my life, but unfortunately, I was a very young pup, so I do not remember any of it, unfortunately. Would be lovely if I did, but sadly I don't, unfortunately. So I'm just trying to log on to YouTube on my account, just to have a quick look.
Good keeping there by Bizot. And a very nice kick. Very good kick.
Oh,
potential assist here.
Go on, son.
Finish it. Finish it.
He's done it.
Oh, he's put it wide.
Oh, he's missed. How's he missed? This is.
I don't know how he's gonna.
We defend him all the time. I know it's a friendly, but how if he misses them if he missed that in the league? Oh my God, Christ alive, guys! How's he missed that?
I'm not worried about the fact that he's missed it. It's a tight angle. It's more the fact he's missed it at the far post. That's the concern.
Just put it in the near post. Why isn't it?
Hit it.
Oh my word!
By the way, though, let's talk about Bizzett there. Brilliant claim and then a brilliant kick forward as well.
Distribution was fantastic. Yeah. So I don't want to sound like a broken record, guys, but if you are new to the channel and you aren't following us already, make sure to drop us a subscribe. It all helps to get us to where we need to be.
Now. Hit it, Ramsey. Hit it, Jacob. Marlon. I must say, some of the decision making in the final third here, it's a friendly. Just get some shots away, lads. I think that Cash is a place where we need more quality, and in my opinion, I'd love to see Denzel Dumfries in.
I know you're a big advocate for Denzel Dumfries, aren't you? We've spoke about this off air, Corey's.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dumfries, and I think obviously we spoke about the potential of a 3-back. And if that's the case, that would be unbelievable with Dumfries in that position. He's actually a player that, at the start of the window, me and Ben did a list of players we want to transfer-wise, and before we were even linked to him, I said about Denzel Dumfries as a possible replacement. I do think Matty Cash, if we play a 5-back, I said at the start of the stream, I do think he could potentially do better there, but at the same time, I do agree he's a weakness at the moment.
I think Tyrone Mings has to play. That's why I think a back three would suit Villa, because Emery can get Pau Torres into the side. He can play every contact, and Tyrone Mings gives us that defensive stability. I think he's such a good. Oh, what's terrible that is! Whoever's just played that out, and it is 1-1. Fuck.
Tyrone Mings.
Tyrone Mings. I was just talking about him. That is always the way, isn't it? Commentator's curse, man. I feel like I'm one of those commentators on Sky Sports here, waffling absolute dribble. I'd like to see Amari Hutchinson in, but at a sensible 20 to 25 million. I think you could get him out of there for that, to be honest with you, mate.
I believe, Jordy, I think his release clause is 35, but it could be.
It's a really poor pass, that is. And that's the reason why Pau Torres is so important to Unai Emery, because Mings doesn't have that ability on the ball, does he? Sadly. We're having a water break here. Yeah, I really will be disappointed with his part in that goal.
I do agree, though. I think Amari Hutchinson, obviously, we spoke about in there. I do think that would be a decent signing. Potentially off the left. I mean, we spoke about we don't necessarily play with wingers as such.
No.
Obviously his sort of style, but I think most players now, especially wingers, there's not really many out and out wingers anymore. They're very much used to coming in play and coming inside.
Chat, I want to hear from you. Let me know who your dream signing is. I'll tell you mine. One of my dream signings for Villa would be Harvey Elliott. I think Harvey Elliott would be ridiculous. Centrally, he could play off the left, he could play off the right, anywhere across that free. He could even play centre midfield if you needed him to. He is a phenomenal footballer. I think he could definitely be a really good acquisition for Aston Villa. That would be mine. What about you, Corey? If you had to choose one player to sign, who would it be?
It probably would be Dumfries. I just think, obviously, we spoke about sort of right back role, and I love everything about him. He's a thug, which is good. He can get forward. He can contribute with goals. He can contribute with assists as well. He's just a very good player, and his stamina is ridiculous as well. So yeah, something like that. I'm currently loving the link towards that Leicester winger. I'm not.
Bilal Al-Khanous.
Yes, Al-Khanous.
Oh, Villa in. It's not. It's the goal. I just literally looked down to the screen and saw Marlon running in again. They're still on the water break, guys, just to let you know.
Watkins out.
Just the highlights.
Yeah, El Canoes is an interesting one.
God, that is terrible by Mings, that is. Sorry, it just showed the highlights of the goals back and the ball from Mings. He's literally been giving it and he's just passed it to absolutely no. Well, passed it directly to their player. I don't know what's he thinking. He puts his hand up to apologise. He knows he's messed up straight away, but unfortunately, elite level professional football, friendly or league, it doesn't matter. Elite level football, you get punished for stuff like that.
Here's my question for you as well, chat, is what do you think transfer strategy is? Do you think it's experienced players, young players, that sort of, I mean, we've obviously seen the links to the 17, 18-year-old centre-backs, that sort of thing. We know we're trying to get young players in, but do you think we'd look at someone like Al Canoes or Amari Hutchinson, who's had one season in the Premier League? I know, obviously, it's worked well with Rodgers. Could lightning strike twice, potentially, but do you think that Villa are sort of looking potentially at someone like Garnacho, who's young, but has proved himself in the Premier League, or do you reckon they'll try and get someone who isn't too proven but has the potential?
Boubacar Kamara's on the ball. It's restarted, by the way. It's not the highlights anymore. Tyrone Mings. Hopefully, don't pass it to their players now, son. Well, on a more positive note about that Mings mistake, at least get your errors out in friendlies. Practice makes perfect and all that. Still couldn't believe it when he picked that ball up.
Well, he has found a Villa player.
Yeah, but that didn't really work out very well, did it?
I must say, again, it's pre-season. Buendia, brilliant.
Fouled him.
He's given a free kick.
Yeah, it's a foul. He's pulled his shirt.
From just before.
Yeah.
I thought it was for the tackle itself. I must say, obviously, pre-season, we can't read too much into it. Marlon's had a very 50-50 game, I'd say. He's been a bit sort of sheepish at times, would you say? He's not really beat his man. He did well for the assist, but obviously he should have had a goal as well, about a minute in.
I think Yuri Tillemans and Kamara just looked their usual self.
Yeah.
I think a bit of both, as we've seen us signing young talent like Redmond and Ozcan, but I feel you need some experience, which is why we got Marco. We didn't get Marco Asensio, mate. He went to he left. He went to Fenerbahce, weren't it, in Turkish league now, sadly. But yeah, we've got experience around the side. I just think the big thing is just reducing that squad cost ratio, isn't it? That's the big one. So Frankfurt have a corner, guys, just to make you all aware, and it's taken from the right hand side. The ball is about to come in right as we speak, and it's a lovely header by Kamara. It's on the edge of the box. He's had a dig and blocked again. Referee's got in the way. Zach, the game is available on the Villa website, mate, on Villa TV. If you are a member, or I think it's a season ticket holder as well, you get the game for free. If you're not, then it's £5.99 to stream it. Again, if you want to pay that, that's up to you, mate. Buendia with a lovely little header back to the Bizot there, and Villa will start again and rebuild. I'll tell you what, I know it's there's not much to go off, but I really do like the look of this Bizot, you know.
He seems to control his area well.
No chance for Frankfurt, and it's a shocking pass. Scratch Sniff says, my long shot prediction this season is Barkley is going to go for a purple patch in the European rotation team. Potentially, we had a chat before this because we filmed the Keep Loan Sell Aston Villa edition. Personally, I would sell Barkley if the right fee come in for him. That would be my opinion on him. I like him, and I think what we've got for him for £5 million is very decent. But do you get enough for him for 60k a week? when you could sell him potentially and get bank the 60k and then use Lamar Bogard more, give more minutes to Bogard because I think he needs it. Bogard, he's got the ability to play. He just doesn't get enough exposure, in my opinion.
I think that's the thing. We've said it ourselves, Ben, and I said it in that sort of keep learning style, and also at the start of the stream. I love Lamar Bogard. I genuinely think this is going to be his season. And I think, obviously, you speak about European, and potentially we could see that with Bogard in one of the cups, or even in Europe, where we actually see him push through now, and potentially we might not need to go and get a backup for Konza, because that could end up being Lamar Bogard, and then he could end up coming good and sort of replacing Mings in a couple of years' time.
One person to buy in the entire world for 50 million. Harvey Elliott, that would be mine. I reckon you could get him for that.
It
would be yours.
Just trying to think now. 50 million. Rogue shout. Hincape from Leverkusen.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Is that the Slovenian lad? Is he?
No, he's South American. I can't remember. He's either Argentinian or Uruguayan.
Right, okay.
He's South American. I know that. Someone can try and figure it out. I'll have a look now, but he's a quality player.
Oh, Buendia. Shocking control there.
Ecuadorian.
I wouldn't go for Boniface personally myself.
This is the thing, actually. We talk about this, scratching it at the start, is one of the questions we got asked about was if the right money came in for Watkins, would we sell him, and what sort of situation? And we said at the start of the window, you'd potentially say yes. At the moment now, probably not. But also, who would you bring in? Like a Boniface, for example, he had a really good season at Leverkusen his first season. I've not heard much about him since.
I agree.
And you obviously have to look at that and say, if you've not heard much about him in the Bundesliga, is he going to come to the Premier League and set the world alight? Potentially not.
So we've reached a half hour point, guys, and the score is currently 1-1. Aston Villa went ahead through lovely ball from Boubacar Kamara down the right channel. Daniel Marlin got in. Oh God! On that note, it is 2. Oh my God! How has he missed that? Frankfurt should be ahead. They've just had an absolute stonewall opportunity. He hasn't saved that, I don't think. Surely not the Frankfurt.
He's trying to say he saved it. So if he saved that, it'd be a class save.
We'll get to see on the rebound now, but I didn't see any saving there personally. It was just shocking attempts.
Yeah.
It's not the best. But yeah, Frankfurt should be ahead. They really should be ahead. That is a really bad miss.
We've not really had a lot of the ball in this
recently,
game.
No.
Which is
who's that?
Is that when?
It's Kamara, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, hang on. No, and Kamara's there.
No, it was.
Was it
Kamara?
Kamara?
It was Ramsey. It was Ramsey.
Ramsey just lost the ball in the middle of the field and again nearly led to a goal.
Saw the 40 and I presumed it would be
Kamara. Buendia's lost it. What is going on? Just giving the ball away so cheaply. Then they're in down the right wing, crossed into the box. Oh no, it's a terrible cross.
It started to. I can't tell.
Oh, well done.
I can't tell if it's Frankfurt started to turn it on, or whether we're just being sloppy with the ball. I think it's a bit.
Yeah. We are being very sloppy with the ball because effectively, most of the chances that they've just got is from us giving the ball away. So I would put that more onto us than them. You know, they can play at a higher intensity, but ultimately it's Villa's responsibility to look after the ball.
I'm gonna have a look actually and see how many sort of friendlies and stuff Frankfurt have played. I know it shouldn't make. It's
always interesting.
Yeah.
No, it does. It does make a difference, 100%.
They've played 2 friendlies.
Okay, similar to us then.
7-1 they won and they won 3-2, both against lower league Germany. But again,
Mings just played a lovely pass. Ollie Watkins. Oh my God, that's a foul. Surely, how is he not giving a foul for that?
Again, no. I think the one thing we've got to remember is a lot of
Christ.
these players are coming back from sort of this is their first minutes of pre-season.
Yeah, it's very true. Good point.
Some of them haven't. I mean, you look at someone like Buendia, for example. Buendia's had a 50-50 game. He's had some decent moments. He's had some poor moments. He's not played for Villa for probably
A long
almost
time.
a year now. So
This is all right. What's happened? But the last 10 minutes have belonged to Frankfurt. Yeah, I think Frankfurt paid us a bit too.
Don't know about you, chat, but I am getting absolutely knackered already, and we're only 33 minutes into the game.
yeah, it's not the most exciting game to watch. That Ramsey losing the ball again.
To his right-hand side.
I'll cut out there, Kamara. He's such a good player.
Villa that are able to bring the ball away.
Boubacar Kamara just stepped in. That's potentially, if it was if that was not if this was not a friendly, that's potentially a red card to Frankfurt there. I know it's like on the halfway line.
I can get away with 3 of them against us. Then
Well, Watkins has basically just spun him.
yeah,
He's in a goal. That'd be a red card at any other game.
34th minute. Around at the halfway mark, Villa can't seem to advance effectively beyond it like they were doing.
Lots of Argentinian flags in the stadium, guys.
oh,
I wonder-
one man and one man only.
Yeah.
Emmy
Good
Buendia.
old Emi Buendia, yeah.
Doing what we were doing in those first
Probably good they can't see Enzo playing.
moving forward now.
Chat, let us know in the comment section. How do you feel about the Martinez situation? We've obviously give our view on it. How do you feel? Would you sell him? Would you keep him? What would you do?
I
Tyrone
also,
Mings is on the-
out of interest as well, is what do you think about how quiet he's been, Martinez? Do you think personally he should have said something? Do you think his
Oh,
sort of
that's a
silence-
foul as well. Come on.
Do you think his silence sort of speaks volumes about the fact that he may potentially be looking to move away, or do you think it's just a case of he's trying to be a professional, he's just keeping out of it?
Are there any players that you think could play very different positions? For example, I was thinking at some stages last season that Onana had a mid-2000s striker build. No, he's definitely out in that centre midfielder, isn't he?
I mean, I
I think
always
Kamara-
said this.
Kamara. Sorry, I think Kamara could easily do a job at right back. That would be mine.
I've said this quite a few times actually, and I know it's not too dissimilar from what he does, and he has played there before. But I think Matty Cash is a right winger. I also,
Come on.
another player which could potentially revitalise his career if we do the 3 or 5 at the back. I would say Leon Bailey as a wing back. I think he could be decent there.
Ollie Watkins scored the goal for Aston Villa, set up by Daniel Marlon. Villa got down the right-hand side through a lovely ball by Boubacar Kamara. Daniel Marlon cut it back and Ollie Watkins slotted it home. And then for the goal for Frankfurt, Tyrone Mings give the ball away, really sloppy pass into the midfield, and we got punished. So, and we've had probably the second because they've had their one as well. There's been 2 other big chances. Frankfurt really should have scored, but also Villa should have scored. Daniel Marlon also had a chance at the back post, which he takes it first time. It's a goal. He didn't. He tried to control it, and he kind of fluffed that situation up.
Watkins as well went round the keeper and put it wide.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh,
That's
chance
brilliant by
here.
Mings.
Oh god.
Andy does well for Frankfurt, and there might be a counter on.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh
That's
dear.
not good at all.
Oh dear.
Tyrone Mings is down injured, and it looked like an off the ball one.
Looks to go from distance, but always rising. Play goes. Sorry, 1-1 it stays.
I think he's all right because the commentators would have made some sort of a comment to it, surely.
Long way out. Again.
Are they stopping the play for Mings to get some treatment? I didn't even see. I didn't even see Mings go down. To be fair, no, they're playing on.
They've been the best
So
side.
Mings must be
I think
there he is.
Goal goal kick.
Yeah, he's one of them things where as soon as he goes down, you always worry, especially after that injury.
Presses on from
Was it against West Ham when he got that injury where he went off? I shit myself. I got to be honest with you. I ripped Boubacar Kamara into. Oh God, it's again another foul. That's one thing this game has provided. They have been very, very dirty, in my opinion. Just little niggly fouls.
They have been. I completely agree with you, Ben. But the thing is, they're getting away with it, so the referees they're going to do whatever they can. If you get away with it, you keep trying it until.
Typical pre-season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'll ring the whole wholesale changes at half time and change the whole 11?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see because obviously, I mean, I'm not really sure. Is it 4-2-3-1 we're playing at the moment with Marlon? So looking, I'm going to quickly bring up the squad just so I can look at the bench again.
The bench is strong, to be fair.
So,
It's whether he does try and maybe change some form, system-wise for the second half.
I think we'll probably see.
on the right-hand side.
I think Martinez will probably make an appearance.
It's a goal kick.
Konza will come on for Bogart. McGinn will obviously come on. Torres will come on for Mings.
A little bit quicker to the ball at the
Hidden
minute.
Jr. Probably not.
I mean, we
Oh,
do.
he might
If-
want-
if-
We got that. A lot of these
Go on, sorry.
players-
I was going to say, if they don't bring Emmy Martinez on, that's just going to fuel speculation, isn't it?
Yeah. He might play Hidden Jr. at right back potentially.
Why are we? Because Garcia's not in the squad, is he?
That's a weird one. I'm hoping the guy.
Might carry a knock.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. Touch wood, and it's nothing else because I'm hoping it's not a similar case of the Nedeljkovic situation with Garcia because he looks a real good player.
Well, he might. Well, he could potentially. They could be looking at sending him out on loan if we're going to be getting Dumfries in.
True.
Oh, Buendia. Go on, son. Oh, go on, Watkins. I'll tell you what, Watkins, when he does get motoring, he's quick. He's very quick.
Oh yeah, he's rapid. Here we go then, corner. Austin McSauce territory.
How do we all think we're going to get on against Newcastle first game of the season? I'm going to go for an Aston Villa 4-0 win.
Joey fine. Oh yeah, Mings is fine, Joey. It was me overreacting. I saw him go down, and the way he went down, it looked like he was holding his knee, but he's back up and running around and stuff.
Good old Lucadini's about to take the corner and whip a lovely ball in. It's going to go on to big Tyron Mings' head. He's going to absolutely crash one into the top corner. That's my prediction.
Saw Matty Cash going short for a second there and thought that's good.
Oh, ball's just gone in. It's gone to the near post. Back out to Lucadine again. Tries to skin the player and he's got tackled.
That's one of the worst calls I've ever seen as well.
Oh, that's that Nkunku, and he was at Spurs. Is that the one that was at Spurs?
No, it's different bloke.
Different one.
Yeah. I could be wrong actually.
If
No,
it's the last few
no,
hours
you're
of the window.
You're thinking of you're thinking of Ndombele.
No, there was a Spurs player called Nkunku as well. They had one.
Alright.
If it's the last few hours of the window and Villa are looking at one of Mount, Nkunku and Mudryk on loan, well, Mudryk wouldn't happen because he's currently banned, isn't he? Mount, not a chance. I would take Nkunku with every day of the week and then twice on the weekend. He's a good player. I know you don't particularly agree on Nkunku, if I remember rightly. I think
I'm not
you're
a
not a fan,
massive
are you?
fan of his, but out of the three, I think it's a no-brainer.
Aston Villa have a corner again. It's just the ball's just gone in. And it's been headed out. Matty Cash is now on the ball.
Sure.
Cash delivers on his left foot. I'll tell you what, he's got that ball up, down to a tee. You know what? He's crossing on his left foot. He's so much better than his right, which is so weird to say, isn't it?
He's probably secretly left-footed.
He probably doesn't know that as well.
He probably doesn't know a lot of things. He's not the sharpest tool in the box, is
No.
he? I'll tell you what we'll do as well. We don't know how many people are in the chat at the moment, but if you want to pass the time during half time, do a quick Q&A, sort of any questions about obviously the season, Villa, myself and Ben, anything you sort of want to know, any content sort of things, just drop a question and we'll try and answer as many as we can.
I'll try not to fall asleep on the table.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a goal or something just before half time, just to wake us up a bit, but
You're going to watch the Newcastle match at the stadium? Yeah, we are going. We are sat in the Doug Ellis stand, so yeah, looking forward to it, man. Where are you going, Joey? I'm looking forward to that Newcastle game.
Yeah, one thing we should probably point out as well, myself and Ben, we're from the Midlands originally, but neither of us currently live in the Midlands. So obviously, we're going to try and get to as many games as we can, but getting 2 games isn't as easy as it perhaps was a few years ago for both of us.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, everyone's life kind of drives what they do, isn't it? Like, is what it is at the end of the day. Just because you don't get to go to every game doesn't mean it doesn't change how much you love the football club. And I hate those people that say just because you don't go to games you don't love the club and stuff like that. It's like, get a grip. Nah, I couldn't, unfortunately, but I hope I can catch a few. No, fair play, Joey. At the end of the day, Joey's from Leeds.
Interesting you say that, Joe. I live in Leeds myself, so.
Oh, friends, Villa friends. What are your controversial Villa opinions? Oh, mine is I would sell Amadou Onana if the fee coming for him, and I've been shut down by quite a few Villa fans around that. I would sell him just because of his wage.
Mine is, and it's very much tinted glasses. Mine is that Watkins through. Gabby Agbonlahor is a Villa legend. I know a lot of people don't like him, but that's sort of mine. I think it's more for his punditry nowadays that people aren't a fan, and obviously the way he sort of ended his career at Villa.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know he ended his career not in the best light possible, but he still gives us a lot of good memories and all the goals he scored against Blues and whatnot. And maybe not a legend. A legend's a strong statement. I think a legend, for me, a legend has to win something. That's what I would say. I would say he's a cult hero, 100% a cult hero. But I think a legend's something a little bit bigger, in my opinion.
I think the difficulty with obviously defining a legend is Villa as a club, we're in such a weird position where we're obviously a huge club. We know this, but we've not been trophy level for a while. We've had periods where we sort of should be sort of thinking about like this period now. This is a period now where you'd expect us to at least win something. Hopefully it's the Europa League this year or potentially Carabao Cup, that sort of thing. And I think obviously in those moments when you've got players playing in that era, that's what you expect. And I completely agree with Gabby. Like obviously he had that era when we got to the final against Man United, which was a robbery. But he's played in multiple eras of Villa where he obviously played when we were probably the worst team in my lifetime. Probably the same for you, Ben. Well, one of the worst teams in Premier League history, to be honest. But
I had a season ticket in the lower north for that season. I left the ground by about 20 minutes most games because we just shite. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Bad memories are they bring up trauma. Half time. So yeah, let us know in the chat, guys, if there's anything you want to discuss. We're happy to have a chat about anything you really want to, Aston Villa related. Here's an interesting one. My friend, who is not not a Villa fan, should we say? He's a Wolverhampton Wanderers fan, but he's just messaging me. I think Villa could go for Bowen.
Do you know what? I would absolutely love Jared Bowen.
I think that'd be a good signing for Villa, to be honest.
He is one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. Right, guys, I know, obviously, I imagine there's quite a few of you. It's half-time school gaming. I know there's probably a few of you now that are sort of left to go to bed and that sort of thing, but anyone who is in the chat, as I say, feel free to ask myself some questions about the channel, us, things like that. Obviously, we're not going to answer certain questions, but we'll try and answer whatever questions you throw at us.
Christ, I've just seen I've just clicked onto the stream to have a look at it, and my picture is really bad.
Yeah, it's not. Danny Dyer is not letting Bowen leave West Ham. Danny Dyer is a secret Villa fan. You heard it here first.
Are you using your work laptop's camera?
No, I've got a different camera.
You got like a webcam. Let me just try and plug.
Just a cheap little like Polaroid camera.
Oh right, okay. I'm gonna try and sort this out now just to see if it's any better, but I can't make any promises, guys.
So I'll answer this one for you, Finlay. Obviously, Ben will try and answer as well. Where do you think we're going to place next season? I personally think we'll finish 6th again, but I do think we'll win Europa League or a trophy at least. I think, unfortunately, I am concerned now with teams like Chelsea with the money they spent. I can see Chelsea solidifying that sort of top 5 of Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, and then that's where us and Newcastle will have to fight out. I think Spurs potentially could go up there as well. What do you think of Kolo Muani? He's an interesting one. I know obviously when he went to Juventus he scored
Going back there, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry?
He's going back to Juventus.
Yeah, so I think he's at Juventus at the moment, isn't he?
He's back to PSG. He was only on loan there, but I think he's going back there. He's going back.
Yeah, I know he started well for Juventus, and he seems a decent player. He's still relatively young, but it's an interesting one. I'm not sure he'd sort of be a Villa player, but we'd have to see. Are you going to vlog the Newcastle game? We won't be vlogging it. However, we are planning on doing a video after the game, just sort of post-game sort of review of obviously what's happened. Hopefully a Villa win. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing in that sense. Obviously, as I say, myself and Ben live opposite sides of the country. So I'm living up north and Ben's living down south. So we'll be meeting in the middle at Villa Park. So it will very much probably be a case of we'll both get there and then head straight to the game. So there wouldn't be much to vlog in that sense.
No, it's not letting me do it.
But yeah, we'll be doing a video after the game, obviously reviewing sort of the game and how it went. Ben, I don't know if there's any sort of those questions you want to jump in and give your opinion on.
So in terms of vlog, I won't do. Well, I'll do something like that. Not like a proper full blown vlog like your Max Stokes does on his channel, but I will do something to put out. Maybe not to the length of the depth of what he does, because he does like a full blown one, and it's a long one.
Would you take a season where Martinez, Bailey, and Tielemans leave, but are replaced by Pickford, Elliott, Nunes, and Torres come in?
Ferran Torres, isn't it?
Not. Yeah, absolutely not. I think Pickford from Martinez is very much just sort of a sideways move. I think Pickford, don't get wrong, I think Pickford was probably one of, if not the best goalkeeper in the league last season. He's very good in that sense. But at the same time, I mean, Martinez is a 2-time Yashin Trophy winner. Again, he didn't have a great season, but we know what levels he can be at. Bailey I presume it would be Bailey for Nunes. Leon Bailey, in my opinion, is still probably better than Darwin Núñez. I think Darwin Núñez is an absolute donkey.
Tielemans can't go anywhere.
Yeah, Tielemans can't, especially. I mean, Ben said his dream signing would be Harvey Elliott, but I think Ben wouldn't swap Harvey Elliott for Tielemans.
No chance.
And Ferran Torres, it's a weird one. We always get linked to him. I don't know why. Monchi's come out multiple times and said he's not a player we look at all, so it's a weird link. I do like Ferran Torres. I don't know how he would work in this team. Because he's not really an out-and-out striker. He's more of a centre-forward. And obviously we've got Marlon who can do that role anyway. So that would be my opinion on it. Ben, I don't know about yourself. If there's any sort of...
I would just say, out of the names that you've just said there, two of them I would let go quite. I'd be quite comfortable to let go in terms of Martins and Bailey, but Tielemans is irreplaceable for me. What I would go as far as saying, and I don't want to sound like I'm being reactionary, but or recency bias, I should say, is probably the better way of putting it. I would go as far as saying Tielemans is the best centre midfielder I've seen at Aston Villa.
It's not a bad shot. We always get linked to Jack. Yeah, I think obviously we're always going to be linked with Grealish. That's going to be something we get linked to for years to come. There's probably potential where he could end up being like Ashley Young and comes back sort of later stages of his career. My biggest concern with Grealish coming back isn't necessarily the player there, because obviously you've got to reignite his love for football. You've got to get him back sort of playing at that level that he was at before, which is going to be tough, but also his attitude and the way he is now, like, he's very much turning into another Paul Gascoigne, which hopefully it doesn't get as bad as Gaza was. I know Gaza's obviously on the mend now and doing quite well. Well, I say that, he went into hospital the other day, so hopefully he's all right now. But unfortunately now with Jack, you've got two levels of that. I think when he was at Villa, Dean Smith did unbelievable to keep him under wraps. And sort of keep him off. Yeah, and keep him off that sort of bad path. But I think now Unai Emery could do that, but it's just you've got two different things with Grealish now, where you've got to bring back the player and the love for football, and also you've got to get rid of that hippie lifestyle, that silly lifestyle of going out and getting drunk all the time.
I think that ship has well and truly sailed on Jack Grealish, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think he's finished. I really do think he's finished. I hope to be proven wrong as a football fan, an England fan, a Villa fan, someone who has been given endless memories from Jack Grealish, what he did during that promotion season for us, the season when when we stayed up, he dragged us to keep us up in the league, in my opinion. But he's gone now. I would not have him back, if I'm going to be honest. Joey says, how much would we need to sell Jacob Ramsey? I would not sell Jacob Ramsey for anything under 50 million. I think if you was to entertain, that's not at this point, by the way, because I know what some people are saying. Like, I can see School Game said 40 million. You could probably get 30 to 40 million for him now, but at the moment his stocks are quite low. If he has a good season for us in the Premier League, he can definitely play at a higher level than what he's currently doing. And then that in essence will massively increase his transfer fee price. So at the moment it makes no sense to get rid of him. Yeah. Like, absolutely no sense.
I think one thing some people forget as well, and like I'm one of those people, is he's still only 23, maybe 24 now. He might have turned 24 the other day. But he is still very young. So yes, obviously Rodgers has come in and hit these heights straight away. Rodgers, touch wood, has had an injury-free start to Villa. Obviously Ramsey's been sort of hampered by injuries, which hasn't been great. In some elements, I think listen, I'm very biased towards Jacob Ramsey. I love Jacob Ramsey, and what I'm about to say is probably going to sound like the most outlandish thing ever. But when we've seen Jacob Ramsey at his sort of peak and when he's playing well, he is on a par with sort of those Rodgers-esque players. Like, his finishing ability is brilliant. His running on the ball is brilliant. Like, he's not as quick, and he's obviously not as what's the word? Not as strong as Rodgers. But when he's in full flow, I hate to say it, but he is very similar to Jack in that way, and how he was. But he's actually got that end product as well.
I'd agree with you on that. Any other comments, guys? Anything else you want to talk about?
By the way, like I say, you can ask us about the channel as well. Anything sort of like what sort of content to expect, that sort of thing. If you're interested, obviously I know a couple of people have said about the Newcastle game. Yeah, any sort of questions, feel free to ask, and we'll try and answer them.
And if you do want to talk about any other topics other than Villa, feel free. Our channel is B6 and Beyond. We are an Aston Villa predominant channel, but we like football. We love speaking about football. So the reason why we called it B6 and Beyond is because we like to speak about everything, really. So Scratch Sniff says, for the 3 times a season you get a world-class game out of Ramsey, I think we should cash in. Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't disagree. What I would say is, I don't think the time to cash in is now. I would rather risk another season, because ultimately, whatever money you're going to get for Jacob Ramsey is going to be pure bookable profit. So why sell him now when his stock's low? It just wouldn't make sense. Will you do a prediction? Sorry, go on, mate.
No, I was just going to say, on the Ramsey thing again, is I understand obviously that element of it, but we also have to think about that one season he had where he was top, and that was consistent games, so he can be at that level. I think obviously that foot injury absolutely ruined him. I mean, he was I don't know if he ended up winning it in the end, but he was best player of that Euros, wasn't he? That under-21 Euros, he was meant to win that trophy until he got injured. So yeah, it's an interesting one, Ramsey. Will you do a prediction for the league next year? Sorry, there you go. Yeah, there's probably something we can do, actually. Listen, me and Ben, obviously, Ben's been doing content creation for a couple of years now, Ben. I don't know how long exactly.
No, it's not that long, since last August. No, September.
Right, so
not long at all.
Just under a year at the moment, soon to be a year. Happy anniversary to Ben. Let's put that in the chat for him. I've never done it, so this is sort of new to me. It's not really my sort of forte. This is more Ben's sort of forte, and we've obviously sort of grouped together in terms of opinions and stuff like that. So it is something we would do, probably. And obviously, if you've got any other sort of content ideas that you want to see,
yeah, let us know.
Best Villa team of all time. If you go over to the B6 and Beyond TikTok page, you can see mine. I just want to point out as well, I did make a disclaimer at the start of the video. It's just from what I've seen. My players that I've seen. So there's no... I don't know how old you are, Finley, but there's no Paul Mersons or Paul McGraths or Peter Schmeichels or anyone in there, unfortunately.
I can get a special of 15-2 for Liverpool, Madrid, PSG and Bayern, all to win the leagues. I think, for me, that bet that you've just spoke about there, and I won't talk too much about gambling just in case we have got any younger people in here, I would say that is predominantly 15-2 just for Real Madrid to win the league, because Real Madrid Barca is going to be tight, isn't it? Because Barca have obviously strengthened, and they won the league this year, and Madrid weren't very good. And I feel with Madrid's side, they're very imbalanced. Obviously, they've got Mbappe, they've got Vinicius Junior, but they're two similar players. I'll tell you one thing I can see. I really could see Alexander Isak going to Real Madrid.
Yeah, you did mention that, Ben, to be fair.
Yeah, I could. I really could.
What do you think of the Man U last game? So, interesting story about this. So, we won't talk too much about it because it was a depressing game. So, that's sort of how B6 and Beyond started, really, in essence. So, myself and Ben spoke a couple of times, obviously, online. Ben ran a competition to give away a ticket to that game. Thankfully, I was lucky enough to win that. and that's obviously how we sort of end up meeting for the first time in person and that sort of thing. As for the game itself, listen, we can sit here and say about the Morgan Rogers situation and how that's cost us Champions League. Ultimately, we were terrible from minute one. We didn't deserve anything from that game. It's obviously not the reason it's cost us Champions League. There was also a lot of other factors, not beating Ipswich twice that season, losing to Spurs once, drawing, not beating Man United at all in that season. But the Man United game itself, it was just a terrible game. It was a really bad game.
My word, if you guys, I know this isn't Villa related, but if any of you have seen it, I've just come across the AFTV video for announcing Gyökeres signing. Oh my god, it's horrendous. Anyway, who do you want to sell by this? Yeah, mate, you need to watch it. It's honestly, it's scandalous.
So there are no changes at half time either by the looks of it.
Who do you want to sell and buy this window? I would like to sell Leon Bailey, Dendoncker. Just trying to think of players off the top of my head here. Potentially Martinez, but I don't think that one will happen now. But we'll see. They're just three. I would like us to buy. Good question. I think we need a right winger. I think we need a right back. I think we might need a left winger as well, but that's just maybe being greedy. I think we need another centre back.
Couple of changes. Sorry, guys, the game's about to start. Pau Torres is coming on, which I presume is for Tyrone Mings because I've not seen him come out, and Onana is coming on for. I'm not sure yet, but it will obviously be Kamara or Tielemans. The 10-man Ipswich dropped points and Rashford multiple misses cost Champions League in that game. I mean, yes and no. It was typical
that goalkeeper,
Villa, really.
Man.
Yeah, it's typical Villa. Alex Palmer having the one good game he had in an Ipswich shirt against us.
We have that all the time, though. Like random goalkeepers that are absolutely shite. They never play well ever anywhere. Come to Villa Park, they play and then they play a worlder. So it's
sorry. Is coming off.
Oh, Rogers is coming on as well.
Rogers coming on. Cons is coming on for Mings. Pau Torres is coming on for.
It's going to be Bogard, isn't it? Surely.
Well, Bogard stood on the pitch, so
no, it's Cash.
So Bogard, so Cons will go out to right back, I imagine. And Rogers is going to come on for Buendia.
Oh, that's nice.
So
who's
yeah,
at
it
right
looks
back,
like Cons.
Bogard's at right back.
Yeah, Bogard playing right back.
So it's a team of Bizot, Bogard at right back, Konsa, Pau, Dean, Onana, Kamara, Marlon, Rogers, Ramsey, Watkins. About right, innit? Didn't see anyone else coming on enough. What are they doing with the ball here?
It's actually Morgan Rogers' birthday today as well. So
24 now, 23.
23 now.
23, man. Cross.
Well, I say today. It's his birthday today in America, not here anymore. But
oh, so it's on the 26th.
Indeed.
It's an interesting one that we haven't seen Emi Martinez.
Yeah, it'd be.
What do you think of that, chat? Emi Martinez hasn't come on at half time. If we don't see him before the end of the game, does that send any signals to you that he's going?
I think personally, like obviously from my perspective, I know Villa try and keep things very under the radar. They don't like to obviously get the media involved, but it does seem a strange decision to sort of take him to America if he's not going to play.
Mm-hmm. Is this too loud, or is that okay?
No, that's good. Oh, there you go. Rasmus Højlund's brother's on.
I'll be interested to see Rogers in the 10. This is something I've been waiting for a long time.
the press is on as Kamara
That's a
wins
brilliant ball by Kamara. Never mind.
Oh
It's not a
God,
very
what's
good
going on
set
here?
Frankfurt with an early chance in the second half here. Shot comes in towards goal.
Oh, it's a chance that is gone wide.
Now it goes for a goal kick. I think it was Jabe. He had the effort. First real chance in the second half goes to Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah, tries a side foot finish to that bottom corner. Just drags it wide.
From what I've seen though, Bizak looks decent with his feet.
Final third.
Towards this left-hand side for Lucadini, now for Torres. To Anana.
Good ball, Anana.
To the right. Bogart up towards halfway.
By the way, people
Alright. Curling it forward.
of Onana, especially Onana's height and Rodgers' height, should not be able to move the way they do.
Stays 1-1.
How is the new keeper? I've enjoyed what I've seen of him so far, to be honest with you, Joey.
He's not really had any testers. The goal was a well-taken goal.
Not much you could have done about that. But what I would say is he seems to control his area pretty well, and he seems, like I say, he seems good with the ball at his feet, which is that's massive.
It's a massive improvement on Olsen, and I think, listen, Robin Olsen, I'm very much in a minority here. I felt quite bad for Robin Olsen. For starters, having to act as a number 2 to when he was obviously at Villa the best goalkeeper in the world is always difficult, and the times he was.
Oh my God, what is he doing? Oh my God, Kamara! I mean, not Kamara, Kanta, what are you doing? Miss your Batshuayi. That's why he's missed. Absolute donkey.
Very poor by Konza.
Ezra Kanta, man, dilly-dallying on the ball, and he's lost the ball. Batshuayi's took it off of him, should have scored, and he's put it wide. Absolutely awful, that is.
The one
Been
thing
so sloppy. Sorry.
I was going to say, the one thing I will say is that I'm not going to make any excuses here. This pitch definitely does not suit us. To play football, the ball is bobbling around everywhere, but
Can't be doing what Kamara's. I mean, Konta's just done there. That was fucking horrendous.
yeah, we've needed a new backup for ages. I agree with you, Joey. Like I say, I do think touching Olsen again, sorry, I do think it's always a difficult position. It's like I don't know, I'm trying to think.
On the ball by Batshuayi.
Imagine you're back up to Buffon, for example, prime Buffon. It's such a difficult role to come into. And I do think it didn't help that defensively, our defence just never looked confident when Olsen was there. And I know that's down to Olsen, but I think naturally they started to make more mistakes. And when you look at the goals that Olsen was conceding, it's not like a lot of them were savable chances.
Collins. Hoyland again.
Oh, I don't know about you, mate. I am flaking.
Yeah,
Cool, we're in. Daniel Marlin's got the best of him. Rodgers, got to score. Oh, Rodgers, come on.
2-1.
Get in up the Villa. What a ball that is, and what play by Marlin on the right hand side.
And he's done John McGinn's celebration.
McGinn. Yeah. Morgan Rodgers just done the McGinn celebration, guys.
Joey, I thought Olsen would have been good, but Martinez just makes it look worse, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's always hard. It's like
I got away with a little bit lucky there, to be fair, Marlon.
Yeah.
Cracking ball though.
And a nice accomplished finish from Rodgers. Nice little left foot side foot to that bottom corner.
It's cold, Morgan Rodgers.
It's always a difficult one replacing sort of one of the better players. But I think it's a position we know we've needed an improvement on for a while, and hopefully Bizza is that. Touching on the goal itself, again coming from Marlon, so it's another assist for Marlon. Got very fortunate the way he beat his man, but one thing is for certain, the cross was superb.
I think when he beats his man though, you ain't catching him even if he gets off, he's gone. He's electric. He's Marlon the right winger.
You have to love Marlon. I was so happy with that signing. Yeah, it was a bit of a FIFA transfer window in January, wasn't it? Marlon, Rashford, Asensio, all these sort of people coming in.
It's definitely not the end of the goals here. There's going to be a lot more goals, I think.
I mean, one thing that is worth mentioning is, I know it's a pre-season friendly, but Frankfurt is one of the teams we could potentially end up playing in the Europa League.
Ball's intercepted, trying to pick out Watkins.
Yeah, to be honest, Villa at full pout,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be concerned with these. Not to be disrespectful, because they're not full pout either. I've seen Frankfurt. Good save there, boy. I've seen obviously Frankfurt playing Bundesliga. They are a good side, but they're not. I don't think they're not as good. They're not as good as Aston Villa.
No, I agree. First sort of real save there for Bizzett. I think the pitch hasn't helped in there. He probably would have held it, but bit of a bobble before it got to him.
So Frankfurt have a corner because Bizzett pushed it wide. It's coming in now.
High corner, back
And
post.
it's well dealt with.
I think one thing, I can't remember, it was me actually who asked the question, and I said, what do I sort of want to see from this season and pre-season? One thing that Villa massively need to improve on, especially if we are going to stick to the four at the back, is our aerial ability, because when Tyrone Mings isn't playing, we are terrible in the air. The amount of goals we conceded last season where Pau Torres and Diego Carlos actually when Konza was injured, but he's got two blokes there who were big enough to win headers and weren't winning headers. Pau Torres, I've never seen him win a header in his life, and he's 6'3". So
it's mental, isn't it? That is absolutely mental. His ability in the air is so poor.
I mean, Konza's not too dissimilar. He's not the best in the air.
Which is again really poor.
Lamar Bogard there with what looked like a foul throw, but it wasn't given, so...
In general, though, I just think next season we need to stop conceding so many sloppy goals, and we need to tighten up, because you cannot concede as many goals as what we did last season and expect to finish in the Champions League. It's just you're kind of giving yourself a handicap to begin with, and we didn't qualify for the Champions League due to goal difference.
As
That's
I
on
say,
us.
to not get into a positive goal difference until what, game week 30, I think it was.
Oh, it's horrendous, mate.
You give yourself no chance.
Sorry, guys. Getting tired now. Luca Dean's nicked it. So, again, that's a yellow card in another game. Oh, he's played it first time. Rogers is in. He's finished it as well, but he's been giving us offside. I'd be interested to see how tight that was. Not a question. Not a question to do with Villa, but where do you think Isak will go? I would say either Real Madrid or Liverpool. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Chelsea, even though they've just bought, Delap and they've got options. When a player like Alexander Isak comes available, everyone should be interested.
I think, for me, it depends on his ambition. But he looks like he's ambitious. He wants to go to Liverpool. He's turned down Saudi Arabia, which has obviously made Newcastle fans a bit more annoyed. But for me personally, I could see him going to PSG, to be honest.
See the wage that he was offered to go Saudi.
I didn't see him, but I can imagine
600 grand a week, no tax. That is mental, isn't it?
Mental
Absolutely
money.
mental.
Unfortunately, that's the pull of Saudi Arabia, is that sort of money side of things.
Running at our defence here now. Bit of a chance here. Oh, he should have a shot there. Oh, well done. Well done, Anana. Well cut out.
Here's one for you guys in the chat, if you're there. Just a thought on top of my head. If we were to shift Marlon to left wing, let's say, and get rid of Ramsey, I imagine the answer is yes, but would we be taking Diaby back? Because I think in this team now, he would be ridiculous.
I think there's better options, personally. So you think John Duran could have been one of the best Villa players if he never left? Do you think his attitude would have stopped him? I've been very vocal on Duran. I think Villa did phenomenal to get the money for him that we did. He's got absolutely stinking attitude. The bloke is clearly not cut from the cloth that you need to be a top level. Well, not a top level because he is a top level striker, but to be the best of the best and become an elite level striker, which is the difference. He hasn't got it for me. He's just a problem, and I would rather that Villa not have that problem. So I was happy to see the back of him.
I completely agree. I think one thing that has to be said is it's very rare you hear of Unai Emery having clashes with people. He's not one to we've seen he's one to bring players out of their shell. He's done it with Rashford, he did it with Asensio, Watkins, like these sort of players. Obviously there has been the murmurs of him and Martinez not getting on. But I think I completely agree. The sale of Duran made total sense to me. I don't think he was ever going to be... Don't get me wrong, there's still potential that Mourinho might be the man who does it, but listen, his career speaks for itself.
It's already had murmurings, isn't he, at Fenerbahce, you know, not turning up for training. The fact that he hasn't turned up for training at Fenerbahce with Mourinho as his manager just shows the level of disrespect from the bloke.
I know he scored the other day in a friendly for him, but again, that's the thing. Like, his career speaks for himself. Like, obviously, people say about the MLS, and MLS was obviously, he was born in Colombia. It's a starter for him, fair play. But to get that dream move that everyone dreams of, going to the Premier League and playing for a team in Europe as well, and then to waste that opportunity because he was throwing his toys out. Don't get me wrong. To some extent, I do agree with him. I think he should have been starting more when Watkins wasn't scoring. But you also have to look at it and say, Watkins makes us a better team. Duran didn't do that.
To be honest, since the goal, it's been pretty much all Frankfurt.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to know what the game plan is for this sort of pre-season. Obviously, like you say, the big thing is making sure we don't get any injuries. That's obviously the massive thing for this
paramount, isn't it?
Sort of pre-season. So, listen, if we're going a goal ahead, do we really want to be going all out to try and get 3, 4 or 5 in a pre-season friendly that means nothing? Probably not. You don't want to be going full whack in case someone does get injured. It would be nice to sort of see us control the game a bit more now that we're 2-1
Frankfurt have the ball on the left-hand side. Well dealt with. Kamara is a joke of a footballer.
He just knows what to do and when to do it.
Just nips it in the bud so often. Oh, they're in again. Well
done by Konza. And then Kamara again. Lost it this time. Edge of the box.
Oh, that's a bad foul, that is.
That's a really bad challenge.
Oh no, on the very late. He'd definitely be in the book in the Premier League for that.
I mean, he's not happy with the ref, so he clearly thinks he's got the ball. Let's have a look.
Oh, we'll have a look.
He might have got the ball, you know.
The ball there.
He gets the ball. He doesn't even touch him. That looked bad. I'm actually so glad that Crystal Palace have been demoted from Europa, otherwise we would have lost. I mean, we've got to beat them at some point. That's all I can say.
I hate the narrative on that, you know. It doesn't about like they're our bogey team. It's only been this season. Don't get me wrong, we've never really travelled well to Selhurst Park. But we don't travel well to a lot of places. But at Villa Park, we do beat them most of the time. Sorry.
No, I think that's a fair point. We do. Listen, we beat a lot of teams. I think the problem is especially this new age of Villa fans. Not to say you are one of those new age of Villa fans, Joe. Is it Joey still? Yeah, Joey. But I think we're so used to we'll just wait for this free kick.
Oh my God.
Deflected.
Well,
wide, yeah, corner. The one thing is, like, especially with this sort of new age. Again, I'm not saying you're one of the new age fans, but the Villa fans now, they expect us to win all the time. You might be one of the older heads who you've seen us in the Championship. Some of us Villa fans, we're just happy to be winning games, let alone the records and stuff we're having to lose one game at home last season and that sort of thing. It's ridiculous. It's stuff that we could only have dreamt of. So,
well, this is the best Villa team I've ever seen.
Yeah, hands down. Oh.
Goal kick.
I must say it's very much turning into a friendly now. Not a lot going on, really.
Stays 2-1 to Aston Villa. That's the hour mark.
2-1. Probably hear it from Ben's side of things. Just past the hour mark now. 61st minute. Don't know when we'll see the next subs. Probably 65th minute, maybe.
You will take it.
How many people are in the chat?
I'll have a look. I don't think there's many. I don't blame you. It's very late.
I guess we do have to look at the difference from 5 years ago to now. Yeah, we do, mate. 100%. You know, we've come a long way as a football team. Not a really long way. And I think we as fans have had to go on that journey as well, in terms of how we view football at times and how we.
There's
Matt
Sermon coming on.
Joe Gauchi, Emmy Martins is gone, mate. I'm telling you.
Illing Jr. coming on. Bloody hell. I don't even know half these. Is that Tristan Rowe? Yeah, Tristan Rowe.
Probably going to lose the game now. Get your money on Frankfurt.
Junior as well. It's another player that's come back.
Jimo Alaba.
It's very interesting that Illing Jr.'s come on now for Jacob Ramsey. It's very interesting that he's viewing Illing Jr. as forward,
left winger.
Rather than a sort of wing back. So Jimo Alaba is going to be leading the line. This is one of the players I actually said I was looking forward to watching. There's 7 of you in the chat, by the way, guys, and obviously we appreciate all the support. It's very late, so appreciate.
And if you are new to the channel, make sure to drop a subscribe, guys. We will try and do this as much as we possibly can. If there is games that me and Cory, don't go to, and away games, for example, potentially might jump on for them, do a stream.
Definitely. Those of you that are in the chat, we asked the question at the start of the stream, and Ben just mentioned it there. What are your thoughts with Martinez not coming on? Do you think that means that he's off, or do we just think that it's just sort of giving him a bit of a rest, that sort of thing? What's the general consensus there? I'm gonna have a look on Twitter.
Thanks for watching School Gaming. Nice one, mate. All the best. What I would say is I think he's gone. I really do. Why would you not even give him 45 minutes? Or even like half hour?
I just wonder, like I say, similar to.
They'll take him on the tour regardless, because at this point he's still an Aston Villa player, and if they don't take him on the tour, that looks like they've bombed him from the squad, and they just want to get rid of him. So if they do that, you're kind of lowballing yourself, and the fee that you can get from a club is probably going to be less than what it would be if he's engaged in the football team. So bringing him with us for me, makes it look like he's more on the side of staying. You get the point I'm trying to make.
I completely agree with you, mate. I think it's just, I just think it's an interesting one in terms of, like you say, it's we've got to bring him whether he's going to play or not, because, like you say, Villa don't like PR things. They don't want it to be massive media stuff. But at the same time,
I think this is going to give media though.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, at the same time, like I said to you, we will have multiple options. I think they spoke about how Unai Emery and Monchi and all that, they've got about 100 people lined up per position. But I mean, this is just me. I don't know who's out there goalkeeper-wise, but it'll be interesting. I think Martinez just lost his head a little bit in the last match, and Unai doesn't want him to receive too much more backlash. I think he'll play soon, but Unai wants to ease him in a little. Potentially, Joey, it's just a difficult one. I think it's. I understand what you're saying, and this isn't me having a dig, but you shouldn't have to break in a Yashin Trophy winner and a World Cup winner and a 32-year-old goalkeeper. It's a big concern around Villa at the moment. I think the issue is it's not the fact that he's going. I don't think many Villa fans will mind that if he does go. It's more who comes in to replace him now. I mean, by all means, anybody who's in the chat at the moment, Joey, I know obviously you've been quite active in the chat and I appreciate that. Is there anybody you potentially think we should look at to get in? Ben, is there anyone you can think of?
Goalkeeper-wise, to replace Martinez? Good question. You got to think of the fee as well, haven't you? We missed the two, in my opinion, in Chevalier and Joan Garcia. Unfortunately, they've gone to the two of the best teams in the world in Barcelona and PSG. Let's have a look. Let's get the old transfer. Let's get my stream back on though before I do that. Right. Let's get up transfer market goalkeepers. Come on. I'm sure it's making two. Stupid thing. 1 second, sorry.
Chance for Frankfurt, cut out by Onana, and then he gets tripped again. Hard one, that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's the thing from Villa's perspective this window as well. Me and Ben have spoken about this a couple of times. Onana looks like he's in real pain here. One thing we've spoke about a couple of times is...
Oh, he's had a whack there.
Yeah.
What do you feel? I'll tell you who gets mentioned a few times. I've seen Trubin, the Ukrainian goalkeeper from Benfica. I've seen him mentioned a couple of times.
Yeah. I must say, Joey, I'm sure Pasveer had a great season, but he's 41 years old.
Who's that? Sorry.
Pasveer, the Ajax goalkeeper. I did think it was that the one that he was on about. 11 clean sheets in 24 games, but he is 41. So I don't quite think we'll be looking at a 41-year-old goalkeeper, unfortunately.
No, definitely not. The Polish goalkeeper was mentioned as well. The one from I can't remember who he plays for now. Oh no, well, ignore me. He's already left the club. He was at he's gone to that Neom SC, the one that Bailey was linked to.
Sunderland as well. I think we're after him. I think that's the thing is it's taken us so long to replace probably Brad Fiedel's the last really decent keeper we did have. And it's taken so long to replace him, and obviously we've not only replaced him, we've got the best in the world in Martinez. I do think obviously the quality of Martinez is going down. As I've said, and I've said it multiple times on this stream, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, Chevalier would have been my out-and-out number one target. He's a very good goalkeeper, very young as well, but he's got a lot of experience.
What's your thoughts on Dean Henderson?
I like him. I don't think he'd come to us, to be honest. I just don't see...
Not to say that he's the answer.
He's a decent guy. It's a very difficult one. I think it's such an awkward position to replace, because Dean Henderson's obviously had a brilliant season for Palace, but before that he wasn't anything special, if we're being honest. No. But again, he's still relatively young, so it could be him now coming into his prime years. Yo, sorry?
Sorry, I don't know if you've seen that foul then on, I think it was on Bogard.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fouls in this game.
Turned him and he's gone right through the back of him.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just want the game to finish now, Villa to get through unscathed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. Goalkeepers is a horrendous position to recruit for.
If you watch the previous podcast, guys, obviously I'm not saying to watch it after this because I know it's absolutely knackering. So, appreciate that, Joey. Now, talk as much as you want, mate. That's what we want. We want people engaging. Really appreciate that you're enjoying the stream. We spoke about what's it called? We spoke about Kamara and how important it was, like to keep him because of that number 6 role being hard to replace, and it's the same with Martinez here. Is a good goalkeeper is very hard to do.
He couldn't quite get there. Not sure Leon Bailey's touched the ball yet, has he? I don't think so. I think that was the first pass out.
This is going nowhere, this game is.
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why I'm feeling so tired. I don't know about you. I'm feeling absolutely bad now. I think it is because of how poor the game is. Or it just seems now, guys, just for those of you that aren't watching it, they've got the players literally are just coasting. Would that be the right word for it? It's just coasting through. Which I get, it's pre-season. It's for, like, for some of these, it's their first pre-season game. They just want to get a little bit of minutes in the tank. Villa are winning the game as well at this point, sorry. So there's no urgency for us to score.
I think the difficulty as well now is from a Villa perspective. We've obviously got a lot of quality on the pitch, but we bought off a lot of quality as well. We've got players like Illing Jr. playing, who is obviously new to the team. He's not really. He obviously played in pre-season last season, and that was it. You've got Jimo Aloba playing up front now instead of Watkins. He's got a different job. Tristan Rose playing now at right back, who I'm really excited to watch actually, because he's a very good player as Tristan Rowe. I wonder where Bogart's playing now actually.
Right back, isn't it?
No, because Tristan Rose are right back.
Tristan Rose, I think he's playing left back, isn't he?
Chandler will take.
Matson's playing.
Yeah, that's Matson. Oh, is he centre mid? Kamara come off.
Left hand side.
Oh yeah, Kamara's come off. So Bogart's going to centre mid. Fair enough.
Collins.
Do you like our kits for next season? I like the kits.
I love the home kit.
I'd rather we never played in the away kit ever again. Purely based on the fact we just can't seem to win it.
With the effort, never really made the best of connections.
And then hopefully the third kit looks a lot better than
what we've seen.
Yeah. Although by the sounds of it, it is meant to be a bit different design, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, well, the design has been leaked. I've been told it's fake. I don't know how accurate that is, but
well,
I do try. What a tackle! What a tackle! Who played Onana?
Onana made the tackle, Matson made the pass. Yeah. from what I read, apparently we are going to be getting the badge is going to be just the lion and the star.
I hope so. If it is the lion, it'll be amazing.
I think that was an official Adidas thing as well that said that. So
God, I'm battered on. I can't wait to get to bed. The things we do, guys, the things we do. It's for the mighty Villa.
Nana's injured.
But he has been in the wars. He's been kicked a couple of times, knocked over a couple of times.
Maybe we'll see Martinez coming on in the 6. You never know.
Right leg seems to be problem area.
Come on, spraying the ball about.
He'd definitely throw a few challenges in, wouldn't he?
Had to be at full stretch to make it as well.
The thing is, if we, my thought process around Martinez is if we don't move and let him go now, it's just gonna decrease in value again.
I think that's the difficulty, isn't it? With Martinez, it's like you say, if we don't get rid of him now, or sorry, sell him now, get rid's probably not the right word. If we don't sell him now, you lose value, but then also you could potentially be looking at having him as our keeper for the next 6 more years or so.
So he
And
retires,
if he can
probably.
still, sorry.
So he's probably retires then, wouldn't it, if we didn't sell him?
Well, yeah.
Oh, sugar. Just turn the stream off.
The nudge there. And tumbling. It's a free kick to Aston Villa.
I'd love to understand. Sorry, I was going to say I'd love to understand the club's finances just that little bit more in depth. Obviously, we have a generally good knowledge, but I wouldn't say enough to have a valid opinion on it.
No, yeah. I also, what I was just going to mention is we've not seen McGinn either, to be fair.
Plus we're selling McGinn as well then.
Well, yeah, that's...
McGinn's on the bench though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the... That's what I mean. We've just not seen him. Obviously, Bogart's playing in that position. He's put Samuel Owen Jr. on where McGinn probably would have come on.
Got to be carrying something, isn't he? We're not 100% fit.
I think the difficulty is as well is obviously we've got to remember Martinez is not going to play the first game. So,
Yeah.
What's the point in giving him minutes if he can't play, I guess? But at the same time...
Still got a match fit, hasn't it?
Well, yeah. Oh. Tell you what,
in the book up player.
I was going to say, if this was a league game, I think Frankfurt would be down to about 7 men.
Oh my God, I'm literally falling asleep. We've got 11 and a half minutes, guys. Can we do it? Can we see it through?
Can Ben see it through?
5 cans of Monster. Red Bull, or whatever you drink. Christ alive. Yeah, I can see you're feeling it as well.
Yeah.
How many people we got in the chat?
Let's have a look.
I hope for those of you that are in there, I hope you have enjoyed it. I do apologise if we're not as probably bubbly as we were at the start of the pod. The start of the live stream. I think unfortunately, tiredness is really starting to creep in and get the better of us right now. But we are trying. Who is your favourite player at the club right now? Mine's Yuri Tillemans.
Mine is Ezri Konza.
It's a big shout, to be fair. I like Konza as well. I think Tillemans.
Go on.
Do you get fouled to them?
He's given a yellow card to our right back.
Tristan Rowe.
Yeah.
Towards Chandler.
Strange.
Towards Batshuayi.
Great tackle.
Good touch from Torres. Batshuayi just guides it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, one thing to mention, guys, is obviously when we do these sort of streams and stuff, obviously it won't be at this time normally, so there will be a bit more excitement about them.
And
Potentially could be doing them for Europa League away games.
Or he wants to get.
Sorry, I don't know if you were speaking to me or the commenting on what was said in the chat because my unfortunately my AirPods have run out as well now. That's how long of a stream it's been.
No, I was just saying we'll probably do some streams for Europa League and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Ooh.
Oh my god, what is that pass?
2-2.
Oh, 2-2. What is that? Joe Gauchi, is it in goal?
Yeah.
Absolute clown. It's a fantastic strike, to be fair. I can't like the strike, but the pass is terrible.
The problem is, though, if you're going to make the mistake like Joe Gauch, you've got to save it.
Yeah. Mings
You're
is a big shout there, pal. I'm what, a bit echoey?
Yeah, when I'm speaking, it's echoing. I don't know if I'm for everyone else.
Let me turn down the... Speak now.
I would say mine is Ming. It's not as bad. There's a little bit of an echo, but it's all right.
I'll bring the mic over here, so you shouldn't be able to... It should be a bit better.
Sounds good. I would say mine is Mings as your favourite player. What about Mings makes him your favourite player, Joey? Is it just him as like a player, person, that sort of thing? I think it's a good shout. I was tempted to say Mings myself.
I think Mings is a very likeable character, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's a leader in the dressing room as well. Oh my god, how many fouls have these got? This ref letting go? And Arna's just gone for him. You can see what he's got annoyed. Like, he's been fouled how many times?
Oh yeah, it's disgusting. I hope there's no additional time.
Nah, no chance. Not with pre-season. I told you. Get your money on Frankfurt as soon as those changes happened.
I think that is the biggest sort of concern as well. Is we've seen sort of the drop in. I spoke about earlier when the defence don't trust Olsen and that sort of thing. It's like if we do get rid of Martinez, the defence need to trust the keeper. And it's again like Joe Gauchi. They're clearly not a big fan of Joe Gauchi. And that's probably why, because he's given the ball away again there.
He's shit. Sorry. He is shit.
I think he's just a nice guy and a great player, and I think that he brings to the team, and especially what he has done for the team, is unmatched. Completely agree with you, mate. I think Ben's obviously got his sort of version of what a legend is, and he's probably bang on in terms of sort of you need to win a trophy, and hopefully for players like him, and if Martinez is here this season, those sort of players who've sort of put their heart and soul into Villa for the last few years, McGinn as well, Digne, hopefully we can get a trophy this year to sort of reward that for them.
So we're into the final 5 minutes now, guys. We are the final countdown is on, and Aston Villa drawing the game 2-2. And to be honest with you, what the most disappointing thing for me is both of the goals that we've conceded were massively avoidable. Like both of them come from mistakes from Villa.
I think from my perspective, the one thing that I'm a bit concerned about is the lack of chances as well. I was just hearing the commentators then. We've had one shot on target, and that was the Rodgers goal, and Rodgers scored 3 minutes in.
In the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they dropped the level though, didn't they? And we could see that, and they've also made a. I think it's a poor assessment really from the commentator because they've made loads of changes as well and getting up to speed of the game when you've made that many changes. And it's not just like they made them in one go; they've made them in two intervals of changes.
I do agree with you, Ben, in that sense. I just think it's... The problem is you look at our pre-season so far and we've scored 3 goals in 3 games, which, fair enough, it's a goal a game, but the opposition we played and stuff like that, we just need more creativity, I think, off the bench.
Yeah,
Actually.
well, this is the first game, but out of those 3 games, this is the first game that we've had our main players kind of available, and
there you go.
We've scored.
Oh,
Oh, Bailey, what is that? He's a donkey.
Jesus.
He's a donkey. Bailey's just had a chance, guys, just to let you know, and he's absolutely ballooned it.
That's what I want to see. Jamoa Aloba there, as soon as he's got the ball, he's turned and ran forward. Illing Jr.'s put a good ball in, and poor communication between Aloba and Rodgers, and then Bailey's
that finish, man.
It.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, this is the first game out of the 3 that we've had pretty much most of our first team players in the squad, and we've scored 2. So,
yeah.
I just can't read too much into pre-season.
I think that's the thing with pre-season, is it's a difficult one because it's hard to assess because, like you say, you can't read too much into it because the players aren't performing at the top level, that sort of thing. But it's always
Joey says, I think our best chance for a trophy for a while will be to win the Europa League. I agree. I think it's very possible as well.
I just think I completely agree, and I think the disappointing thing, especially last season, was in the vital moments we just didn't turn up. The Palace game, we should have won that, and we arguably would have won the FA Cup then. And as ballsy as it sounds, Asensio had he scored, against PSG, we genuinely could have had a chance of winning the Champions League as well.
Mental, innit?
And I think that's the disappointing side of it. It's a long old season. Listen, we've got quality players. We're probably not. We're not at that level of PSG in terms of quality. But in that one game, we were better than them. I think we've got tighter at the back because we concede so much. Yeah, that's something that's really concerning as well at the moment. Then I presume you'll echo my thoughts here. The lack of... the amount of goals we're conceding all of a sudden. Especially 6 seasons ago when you consider we had... What was it, Martinez's first season, he had 17 clean sheets?
It's how we're conceding as well. There were a lot of the goals that we conceded coming from like unforced errors all the time. Yeah. Just giving the ball away sloppily.
I mean, even if you actually watch the first goal back, obviously Mings gives the ball away, and I don't know who it is in the middle. It might have been Kamara. He had the chance to cut it out, and it was just sort of a weak foot that he got on it, and it's bounced through to the striker. And then obviously the second goal is just terrible by Joe Gauchi.
Well, there's still five people in the in the chat at the moment, so I just want to make it very clear, guys. We appreciate the fact that you're up still at 2 o'clock listening to us talk about the Villa. It's really appreciated that your support. And if any of you aren't currently subscribing us, we would really appreciate any support to the channel. Please do subscribe to us.
Yeah, and also go, if you are subscribed here but you're not on TikTok, go follow us on TikTok as well. We are running a competition, which is the pinned video, which you'll see. And to win that, you do need to be following us and subscribe to the channel. So 2 minutes injury time, guys. Can we get a late winner? Some absolute scenes.
Surprised he's added anything on, to be honest.
Been a couple of stoppages, hasn't there? I know it's pre-season, but I guess he's just got to do it for the rules. Again, there's another bloke there who's on a yellow card. Probably should have been sent off. Like I say, it's pre-season, but it's just
Not wrong though. You're not wrong what you're saying. I don't know. I've lost count of how many fouls they've made.
Well, that's the thing. It's just concerning how many. That's another one. There you go. Oh, he has got the card out this time. But that's the thing.
Lovely turn by Jimo Aloba.
He's a good player. He looks a very solid player. I think he's only 17 as well, isn't he? 17? 18? Because Tristan Rose 17 as well, I believe.
Oh, we've got 4.
There we go. Jimo Aloba, it's gone round the keeper.
Oh, he's put it into the.
It was an awkward angle. He probably
Yeah,
should
it
have,
was.
He probably should have tried to
I know
cut
it's a
that.
bit late now, but I agree that the Champions League could have been very possible. Yeah, I agree, mate. Sorry, I've just seen that message. God, I thought he was going to do it then. It's just a heavy touch.
Yeah. I think he's got to bring it back into play and maybe try it with his right or pull it back, but he'll learn. There's full time, guys.
Yeah, there's full time. Thank you everybody for watching the stream. As we've said, we will aim to improve quality. I know I've had a few issues with my camera, which hasn't been the best. But like I say, I want to thank you all for watching. And it is what it is. It's a 2-2 draw. It means absolutely nothing. A bit of minutes in the legs for the players. I'm sure Cory will reiterate that. But yeah, have you got anything you want to add, Cory?
Yeah, just obviously, as Ben said, just reiterating, thank you very much to those of you who've stayed throughout the stream and anybody who was in the stream before. And obviously, if they're not here now, they won't hear this, but they might come back and watch it. Thank you very much for tuning in. As Ben said, obviously, we'll aim to work on quality, but also ourselves. It's not going to be 2 o'clock in the morning when we do our next stream, so we'll try and be as bubbly as possible as well. But thank you very much, guys, and up the Villa.
Up the Villa.